Hello, hello, and welcome along to episode 10 of Dragon Keepers. When we last left off, it was raining. Torrentially, in fact. And in this massive rain and thunder and lightning, alas, the storms began to separate people. We had Arya leaping bravely into an acid-filled flooding river to save Jerd, the town bitch. We had Natani and Tamara racing through the forest like Robin Hood, chasing after some blue dragon that was also being chased after by some crazy monster that they didn't know what it was or know what it was going to do to them. We had Emil in his plot armor just floating along. we had Twiggy and Patrick and Sylv leaping through the forest over big trees. Also, but as opposed to Natalie's madness, they were running away from one of those crazy monsters with the large, sharp horns at the front of their nose, a bit like furry rhinoceri. A reminder that they look a little like this. They've got like segmented bodies, 6 legs, and they run really, really fast. And they're about 15 foot tall and have these huge rhino horns. I don't know why they have mouse ears in that picture. Solutions. What can I say? Anyway, as you were running away, you began to... Well, first of all, it began with Twiggy not being able to hear anything from Balapa, or Hops, her dragon. A little later, Patrick reached out for Sestigan and heard severe distress, later followed by silence. I'm sorry, I've got that wrong, haven't I? It was Azanth that was completely non-responsive. No? That way around?
No.
No? Okay, well, whatever happened, over time, 3 of you ended up with no contact with your dragons. And knowing that they were distressed, you believed them to be in the water underneath the water elemental. So defeating this water elemental is the key to freeing your dragons. Check out my battle map. Haha! Isn't that exciting? It's thunder and lightning. It's very, very frightening. And we're ready for some big shenanigans. And I need 1 second. Let's just do the thing where we do this. Okay, stream, I hope you enjoyed that 10 seconds of moving graphics. I am disabling them. The thing is it causes all sorts of mayhem when I am trying to stream it and run Roll20 and have Discord cameras on and do all the other 10,000 million things. All it does is not make the music skip, but still. Right, I will ask you to roll initiative, please.
Okay. Patrick.
Too distressed to concentrate.
Oh gosh. No one's got their eye on the prize. Oh, I'll roll for Emil as well.
Thank you.
Oh, wait,
He got a 15. Oh, that's so true. Does exhaustion affect initiative?
Yeah, it's an ability check.
Okay, then I'll roll again for Twiggy. Wow.
You'll need to give me the final answers, because right now I have no idea what's going on.
8.
7.
7 for...
Oh, for Twiggy, and 15 for Emil.
Okay, is everybody else happy with their final answer? Arya on 15, Emil on 15.
It's 8.
Okay, yeah.
Happy. Quote unquote.
Okay, I'm not going to give you the initiative tracker for this fight, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to remember your order, but I will tell you it just once. Emil will lead, followed by Arya, Natani, Willow, Patrick.
And
Okay.
where is Emil? I just threw him over there.
No, well, I think I threw him over there. No, he's on the map.
I did that.
He's over here.
Where is he?
Zoom out.
Oh god, I had to scroll all the way
Yeah.
over there.
So at the beginning of combat, you're all going to move into these positions. Emil is going to be on the boat.
He's floating down. Okay.
No, he's
The
on
big boat?
he's on the big boat. He's on Tarman.
Okay, cool.
Okay, which means turn 1, we come to Emil, and he's 110 feet away, which I think is in range.
Yeah, but can he?
Because bear in mind he can't move.
Thing?
Oh, I don't know. Can he not see? Is he blind?
No, he can. I mean, I can see it. I'm just wondering if this.
Oh,
This is just a straight view.
yeah. Sorry, bear with me a second. Better.
Oh
Oh, things got dark.
no, no, it was.
Yes, but this has now got Roll20's dynamic lighting on, so if you can't see, you can't see. But I believe Emil should be able to see.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
Okay.
Pew to
Sure.
the pew.
I will start blasting. Why not? Okay, that's 23 and a 17. Does he make 2? Yeah.
Why?
No.
No, he's only level
sorry.
4.
It's just 1.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll
23
take
will hit.
just 1. The 23, D10 plus 5. Okay. So, 14.
I kind of forgot to do the whole introductions thing. If you can see him or you can hear Alora, they're here. Jamal is not. He's off. I don't know. I'm running out of things that he could be doing. Do we have any more J countries? Yes, we do. We do. He's been juggling jam in Jordan.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's a talent, isn't it? Juggling jam. Anyway, his
Very
character's about to
cool.
die. At the end of his turn, his boat will move 30 feet and come to a
Alright,
waterfall. We'll
finally.
talk about that in a minute.
Here.
Okay. Arya, give me a charisma check.
Man, a week did not help these fucking times.
To be honest, I think you want to be that to be as low as possible. I'll take a charisma
cool.
check from Patrick and Natani too. This is how dangerous you look.
14.
This is how dangerous
the
you
beard.
look to the water elemental
beard.
check. It's the beard. For a moment, the water elemental senses your magic, Patrick, and seems to turn towards you before it suddenly sees Natani sort of chasing towards it with a big sword, not looking scared of the dire rhinoceros behind her, and thinks, yeah, she looks scary. And it is going to go over here, and it is going to reach down with one giant fist and try and punch you. Because why not? Boom. 20 to hit.
Yep.
Right on.
Boom! 13 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Yeah, do you want another one?
No.
You're getting one anyway.
No.
13 to hit you. That's going to miss. No, it is going to hit.
No. No, it's
No,
not.
you haven't got the exciting prize yet. So 14, boom! It smashes you up. Get wrecked. And then it's going to return back to the middle. And that brings us to Arya.
Do I get an attack of opportunity, or was
It was 10 feet, so if you have a 10 feet reach, then you may attack. I
Nope.
don't know, you're not going to glaive or anything, have you? I ain't got anything
Nope.
so exotic. No good. Arya, you are up.
Oh, fun. Okay. Nah, I don't like being out in the open. Sort of centered on where I am. I'm gonna cast Silent Image to make like a bunch of, like, more reeds to like
Okay.
get some form of like cover and hide.
Alright then. Just a reminder, these are high winds. So if you are shooting in out of your standard range, it won't hit. That's all. So like, you know, you have like a standard range, then you have a range which you can hit at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you go that far away, you won't be able to hit in these winds. I don't think you'd go that far away, but just in case you have any plans of going off to a tree hog to shoot, go ahead.
Yeah. So, Silent Image, bunch of reeds, 15 feet tall,
Yeah. I like
making
that.
it look as natural as I can, and bonus action hiding and
Great,
also
lovely.
telling Jur get back in the reeds and hide.
Yeah, just a reminder, you are already in quite thick grass, or there is quite thick grass at the beach. What you've done is extend it right down to the water. So you were in those whipping cornfield plants that kept slapping you around the face. You've got like a higher lot right down at the river now, so this is like pretty much total cover. It won't provide total cover from sort of a large heavy projectile, because obviously there's no resistance.
Right.
But it will make you very difficult to hit with a smaller projectile. Natani, as your turn begins, this creature begins to sort of swirl up on the spot. And it is going to expand temporarily. Which is both really good news and really bad news. The good news is that you're in range to hit it. The bad news is that its next hit will do double damage. Good luck.
Interesting.
It's okay. It doesn't know that I've switched places with myself.
Ah, yes, always confusing when that happens.
Perfect.
And then my echo will rush forward and attack it.
Okay, love that.
Just one swipe with the long sword because I'm level 4. That's say 13 to hit.
A 13 will hit.
Oh, nice.
You may garner the fact that while in this huge form, the creature is easier to hit, but will be resistant to damage.
Cool. That's 10
Cool.
slashing.
Yeah. Any bonus action from you? Or extra things?
Would I gather that it can probably definitely reach to here and...
Right
If I
now, it could reach sort of... Ah! That's not a measuring tool. Right now, its reach is sort of... this sort of distance.
Okay, I'd like to move myself. I'd like to step down this log
Yeah.
out of...
Yeah,
Right
you
off
slide,
this
yes,
way.
you slide down there. And it looks pretty cool. Anything else?
Do a nice Legolas slide down the log. Yep.
Give me an acrobatics check while you're at it.
Oh, great, cool.
Should have said it
Acrobatics
was
is what I'm
Legolas
great
slide.
at. Oh, well,
Uh,
I mean, 17, it's not bad.
That's great. Yeah, you know, you slide down, and tomorrow sort of you just see momentarily distracted by your acrobatic prowess. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
Okay, this creature's going to shrink just a tiny bit. Not a huge amount, because it's going to pop out some friends. We love it when it pops out friends, right? Yeah, let me just make sure I'm getting the right ones. There they are. Boo! These are minor water elementals. This guy's effectively just given birth mid-battle, by the way.
Gross.
Oh, hold on. Okay, get back in your hiding hole. You never saw those, you have no idea they're there.
I don't think that's how childbirth works.
They're back.
They climb back
Your
in.
mother.
Yes. Sorry, they're over here. I forgot that I put the letters on it. We got one going this way, and we've got one surging out this way. That is their whole turn. Twiggy, you're up.
Oh, okay. Alright. What's going on with Sylv?
She's pathetic, useless, and totally terrified. But she
Yeah,
has kept up. She is
well-
looking very nervously. Just a reminder, this creature is not here yet. It is
Oh,
it is
okay,
30
great.
feet to the south.
Okay, great.
It'll be there on
Thought it
its
was there.
next turn.
Well, sure,
which is
but
soon.
yes, I will just direct her to go the same way that Tani went, if possible.
Okay.
And
Off she trots.
good luck. I guess I'll try to hit this water elemental.
And so you should. You're going to step up next to Natani's Echo and give it the old 1-2.
Yes.
Never has anyone looked so brave and so ridiculous as Willow Twiggy Branch, as our little 3-foot ball of
Let's
twigs
go.
and energy, will attempt to assault this 35-foot water elemental. It is not ready for the power of your assault. Can I make the
Yeah.
assumption that at this point your attacks are not magical in nature?
But they're absolutely not.
Great. Go ahead.
I'm going to try to hit this thing.
Okay. Low armor class.
so-
Resistance to damage because it's so large right now.
Okay, so that was a 14 on the first
Oh,
one
that definitely
to hit.
hits. Yeah, easy. Boom.
Perfect.
It's sort of got its fist still down on the ground where it's tried to punch at Natani, and you just come in and punch it in the wrist. Like, yeah, take that!
Yeah, and how did it react to that by any chance?
It hasn't reacted, but you can give me some damage.
Oh, so that was 8 damage.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's not bad.
try to do a little
shit.
bit more. I'm gonna use a key point to deal extra necrotic damage.
Ooh, I like
with my
that.
hand
I like
of
that.
arm.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead. Now, what do I need to do?
Nothing. You just take the extra damage.
Oh, great! Love that.
So it's
okay.
5 extra necrotic.
Okay, and you will notice that your fist sort of goes in and like sponges into the water and comes back out, but the necrotic energy sort of writhes down the arm and up towards the creature and it does full damage.
Wow.
As opposed to
Okay.
your bludgeoning, which hit half.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, it's resistant to most damage in this form, right? Or most physical damage when it's this
Yeah.
size.
Okay. Well, I'll just hit again, and then.
Oh yeah! Why are you hitting again? Are you allowed to do that?
That would be a bonus action.
Oh right, your
Strike.
bonus action hitting again. Okay, you are allowed to do that.
Yes. And that is a 25 to hit.
Yep. Not just one of these second Eldritch Blast hits.
No, not like a mill.
That'll hit.
So that's 8 more
Okay. Yep.
damage.
That's bludgeoning, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
bludgeoning. And I'm going to try to run away
Okay, love that.
because I don't want it to hit me.
You got this far, right?
Yeah.
Do you have full movement speed right now?
I'm exhausted level 1, but
It's just level 1, okay,
otherwise,
right?
yeah.
That doesn't bother you. Yep.
So I still have 25 movement, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna... Yeah, actually, that's the way I wanted to go.
Like that.
Yeah, just kind of slide down this,
You also want to
cliff.
slide down the... You're going to slide down the cliff or the log that's running down the cliff?
Probably the log.
Okay, cool,
Not
yeah.
the cliff.
Off you go,
It's
give me
gonna-
your acrobatics check. Let's see how impressed Tamara is.
Okay. It was...
With disadvantage, remember, you're exhausted.
You're right. Okay. Okay, so
It's
that was
tiring
way
running-
better.
sliding down
so
logs.
it's a 16 with
Okay,
disadvantage.
yeah, you keep your footing. And I will say that because you're sliding, you're going to bump Natani down a square. And you sort of, as you slide down, Natani, who's just got to the bottom, sort of just takes one step to the side to allow you to arrive at the bottom. The two of you are looking pretty cool. Like, you've got your anime battle moves on. I love it. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes, it does.
I hope you've got something epic, Patrick. There's a rhinoceros over there. It's your turn. Next to his tats. You can't see?
No.
Oh.
I can't see Sestigan.
No.
Is that right?
Well, I mean, if you really want to see them, basically, they are here.
Hey, get out of there.
Okay, right. They're not just like in the water. They're in
They are.
the element.
Well, they're below. So if you imagine, because the elemental is formed, it's brought the water levels up massively in that area, and that's why the dragons can't get up to get their breath, because they're being caught in this kind of swirling water that is keeping this water elemental looking cool. And he's got to look cool, so they're drowning.
Cool.
But can I see them?
Tell me more. What is it? What do you mean by see them? What are you trying to
Tell
do?
me why. I want to cast Riptide on them, and I can't unless I can see them.
Riptide on your dragons. What does that do?
If they fail the strength save, which I'm going to ask them to, I would then get to move them 30 feet in any direction I choose.
You would be asking the water elemental to make the strength save because the water, the currents are the water elementals. That's what I would say. It will be a very high DC to try and turn the current of the water while it's swirling to keep this water elemental in place. Your best bet is to defeat the creature and then you'll be fine.
Well, then in that case, I will summon a big ball of fire in the shape of Sustigan's face. And summon a flaming sphere over here. So
Just a reminder, Josh, that Rhino is not there.
Isn't it?
No, it's 30 feet to the south. It'll come up on its next turn. I just needed to put it on the map so you knew what was chasing
Well,
you.
no. This is fine actually, because I can summon the flaming sphere 60 feet away. So I'll just summon it next to the Rhino, wherever the fuck it is.
Okay.
Gets me. Great. That's my action. Bonus action. I will. Oh no, never mind. Yeah. I'm gonna ram the head into him. I need a dexterity saving throw, I think.
And you're going to ram the flaming sphere effectively into it, yeah?
Yes.
I've rolled a con save, hold on. To 14.
That is a fail.
Okay.
So it will take the full mighty damage of 4 fire
Okay.
damage.
The creature lets out a terrifying roar and you realise that all you've done is piss it off.
Good.
Good.
That's me. I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, okay, this creature comes roaring up. I'm going to leave your flaming sphere there. Over there, I guess. That's its full charge movement. It has just moved 60 feet. And this water element is going to get slightly smaller. Whoop, whoop. As... Why would you do that to me? Okay, how do I get to the GM layer? Let me in the GM layer, thank you. Little tiny water elementals spawn. These ones are really miniature, and they're going to refresh the initiative tracker. When they're done with doing that, one of them is going to come to land, and Arya, it's going to chase you down. It didn't see you. Natani, your echo is going to take a big fat smack.
I have a question before that happens. Would this thing shrinking move it out of her range for an opportunity attack?
Can you make an opportunity attack from your echo?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. You can swing.
Cool.
As it sort of shrinks back, its arms sort of rising into the air, you just sort of stab at it. It's an awkward hit, but you can give it a go. You will assume that its armor class has gone up a little bit, but not that much. Go ahead with the damage.
That is 6. Not much, but it's
It is still resistant to your bludgeoning and slashing physical damage right now. And then this little dude is going to come out and give your Echo a bop. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Oh,
Her AC is higher than mine.
how does that work?
Oh my god.
That brings us to the great Emil. Who's not very great.
Yeah, that guy. Alright, he's gonna be blasting, I think. Yeah. So... yeah, that's a... 11 to hit.
Hit what?
The water elemental.
That'll hit.
Oh wow, fantastic. That's a d10. Okay. So that's 10 damage.
Yep. That's force damage, right?
Yes, it is.
Hits in full.
Perfect. Yeah, and I guess it's gonna brace against the edge of the boat as it approaches this waterfall.
And the waterfall used to be like this. It's now just sort of like this. So it's just this big flow of water. And the boat sort of stumbles down at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I will need a dex save, though, from Emil. You can make it an advantage because you braced.
Oh, good. Because it was...
I like that.
That was a nat 20!
Nice! Yeah.
The other one was a 5.
Emil doesn't even reach the side to brace. Instead, he sort of, the pole he was grabbing leans with the water, and he just does this sort of cool thing where his feet leave the ground and then gracefully land back on the deck. As you look around, half of the crew are flat on their face, and Emerald's just looking great. And that is going to bring us to our water elemental.
God.
Patrick, she saw your magic. He didn't like it. Well, she's given birth twice this fight, alright?
Is she not? Is she distracted by the very big boat approaching?
Yes, but mostly
Right,
Patrick.
Oh.
So what happens is this creature is going to let out sort of a big wave of water, and then pull it back in again. Anyone within 50 feet? Well,
I think that's
Why
me.
would she be so bothered by
Ironically, Patrick, it's not going to hit you.
Oh, but it is going to get tats.
Both of you, Arya and Jerd, not the boat. The boat sort of is going to go up and go down again. Yeah, and
What
I
is this
see.
roll?
I need a strength save from everyone, please.
Oh yay!
God damn. It was really bad. It was a 4.
Okay. No one succeeded.
Okay, well I don't feel that bad then. I wasn't gonna succeed either way.
I mean, when I say no one, I mean no one.
No.
Everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Even this baby dragon over here.
If you failed, you take... Oh, wait. I think your Echo just died, right? 16 bludgeoning damage.
Ouchies.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sylve is unconscious and in the water.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well, technically she would have been dead, but she had some temp HP and that saved her life.
Great.
So, yeah, that's great. Jerd also surviving purely from the temp HP.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah. Tat's
Patrick,
unconscious.
save yourself.
Yeah, so basically all the NPCs are unconscious. Twiggy and Natani, you both failed, so you'll also take that 14 bludgeoning damage, yeah?
16 wasn't it?
16, yes, thank you. And then the creature's going to get a little smaller. Whoop, whoop. It's still not back to its original size. This is A and B. Do you remember those guys who I said forget about? Well, they're back. Yeah.
Alright.
This one is going to surge up towards the boat. And this one has been
Okay.
sent after Patrick. They didn't like his fire. And then one more time. Boop, boop. The creature is back to its original size. And it's going to eject out these little dudes. And one of those is going to come for Twiggy. Twiggy, this little tiny water dude, is going to rock up to you. That's a 3 to hit.
No,
No? Oh,
not
okay.
this time.
Arya, did I get a concentration check on your silent image, by the way?
Right,
Concentration save.
that thing.
Yeah, that thing. That's pretty good.
That looks good.
That's a success. We like that. So this idiot's going to come all the way over here. Boop. And Natani, it's going to go for you. It brings up a huge, thunderous punch. Hits you for 19 to hit.
I'm down.
That's 3 damage.
I'm down. I had
Okay,
one.
it could have done 0. Just a...
Hey,
It's a 1d4 minus 1. 3 was maximum damage. Arya, you're up.
Yay. This one can definitely.
It's just
see
because
me
I was
now.
going to do it on your turn, but you didn't get one. Natani, give me a perception check for the past.
wow, the bad.
Can you see what was once?
Ooh. With a +0, that's a 17.
Yeah, Tamara's been peppering this rhino with arrows. She's landed 6 hits. It's taken 9 damage. It's going really well for it.
Not as good.
Yeah.
Pathetic damage.
Well,
Where's
no,
that
I think
arcane
no,
eye?
it's the armor class, right? So she is. The arrows are hitting, but they're not really breaking through the creature's armor, so to speak. So only one of them has actually done any damage. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Arya, What do?
Yeah, this dude probably knows I'm right there now, even though the image
Oh,
is there.
so sorry. Hold on. Beginning of your turn. I forgot. What's Harmony's movement speed?
30.
Harmony is coming to the rescue. Sort of. It's taken her a long time to get this far. This is her third round of dashing in a row. Rankulos is over here somewhere. Cool. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, okay. Do I think I can back away okay from this one, or probably not?
Right now, it doesn't seem to have seen you.
Doop. Get there.
It came for Jerd, and then Jerd went past it. He was like, what? Oh, bye.
Yeah, that one's close. I don't like that one being close. I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that. Sorry, by that one close, you mean the one behind you or the one in front of you?
In front.
Minor Water Elemental D. Great name he's got. Go ahead, you're shooting with advantage. This creature cannot see you.
Oh, yay. That's crit fish.
Well, that's also a good sneak attack, right?
Yeah. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 hits.
10 damage.
Okay, that's a full damage hit. It doesn't seem to be wounded yet. Bonus action.
Cool. Hunker down and hide.
Okay. Natani, I need a death saving throw, please.
13.
13?
Nice.
Cool. That brings us to this one, who is chasing down after Arbok and Alum. And then this one, who is coming for Patrick. Patrick, the creature sort of surges up and boom, thumps down with its fist on you. Wow, that's a 21 to hit you.
Did it already have its turn?
No.
Okay, fine.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage. Willow, you're up. Twiggy.
Alright. Alright. So. Can I. How far in the water is Sylve? Is she grabbable? Is she reachable?
She's actually in the process of falling off the cliff at the moment.
Well, we're in bullet time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's still the same round, right?
Yeah. I would like to scoop her, if possible.
Okay, just a reminder, she is 1.5 foot taller than you, so I'm going to need an athletics check. With disadvantage, because you are exhausted.
With disadvantage.
To see if you can hold on to her.
Okay, with disadvantage, athletics is 12.
12? Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, okay, cool. Just to let you know, if you got below an 8, you were going in.
Okay.
You pull her back. You see these little water elementals sort of around you and her. What are you doing with your...
God, okay, well...
That was not an action. That was just an object interaction.
Start swinging.
Not to objectify Sylve, but you know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to punch at this one to my left first. Okay. Don't know about that. That is a... What's my... 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Oh my goodness, fantastic. Okay, great.
Creature's down.
8? That was 8 damage.
Creature's dead 8 times over.
Oh, they're babies. Okay. In that case...
You didn't get that from the -1 damage?
No, I was too stressed. I would like to kind of maneuver and switch positions with Sylve. If I could just sit her on the ground and then I would go knock out
You can't pull her down the
one.
cliff, but you can leave her where she is.
Okay, as long as she's just not in the
She's
water.
like wedged in a branch growing out the tree.
I'm just...
In a branch going out the tree. A tree going out the cliff.
Just gonna step over her.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yep, you just sort of... Do you not have a thing which makes Natani not be dead?
I do have a thing.
Cool, okay, I was just double checking if that's a bonus action or what it is.
Well, I was worried about Sylve, but since she kind of is tucked away, maybe I'll go revive Natani. Okay.
From what you can see of this water mini-mental, it can't climb walls.
It's just a little baby.
Yeah, it's coming after you.
That's fine. I will go use my flurry of blows. So 1 hit's gonna go at this mini guy, and the other one is going to heal Natani for. I believe that's a 3 HP.
That is enough to give her a turn. We like that.
And 15 to hit the mini-min.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Creature's down.
Yay. Natani. Help!
Does that...
And that's Twiggy's turn.
I need you to make a strength save for Balapa, please.
Balapa! Oh my gosh. Wake up, buddy. Okay, let me use a different die. Strength? He doesn't have any plus to strength save.
Nope.
That's a 5.
Okay, he fights the current, but he fails. Balapa is coming onto the map, but he is moving down. He is still underwater, but you just see one green wing sort of reach through the water and slide down along the water.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Patrick! What you got for me?
Okay, so I am going to use my action to summon my wildfire spirit over here. So I need that water.
You were using it to teleport.
Yeah, but I don't know how long ago that was.
8 minutes?
Alright then, fine, it was always there. In which case I would have teleported me and Tats away ages ago, but that's neither here nor there now.
Tats is dashed against the rocks now.
No,
Okay.
he's clinging on to the rocks, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to have me and my fox teleport up here, above the cliff.
Yep, map's getting bigger. Okay.
So I need that minor elemental to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As flame.
A 19.
Is a pass, so it takes nothing, I don't think.
Oh, shit.
It takes half, no?
No.
Oh.
Which is fine. That's my bonus action.
Yep.
And then my action, I will fire off a scorching ray at the rhino. Which I think is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 rays of fire.
Nice.
That is a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
Yep. That's 10 fire.
Okay.
And then that's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's another 9 fire.
Mm-hmm.
And a 15 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. I'll just move away from the ledge a bit.
Okay. Creature stops going towards Tamara and is going to charge straight at you.
Uh-oh.
So did you get up there?
Up the cliff!
Oh, there's a cliff. Okay, fine.
Yeah, there is.
But to be fair, I can't see that there.
Jesus.
Okay, it makes a huge attack on Tamara's tree. And Tamara is launched down the hill. She crashes to the ground with not much of her HP left as the tree she was on just breaks. And you see this creature just turn and look for another enemy and just charge over here.
Yeah, they're fighting each other.
And oh, that'll hit. Extra damage for charge. Yep, that should do it. That brings us to our little water mini mental. Where is he?
This one little
Here
fella.
he is. Yeah, he's gonna come up and he's gonna bop Harmony. She's not
no.
even ready for this.
Oh no.
It raises its huge fists. That is a 10 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, it would have done 0 damage. This water mini mental is going to chase down Twiggy. And with wild ferocity, it strikes out at you for a 7 to hit.
No, be
Okay.
gone.
Yeah. I'm going to move Emil back 5 foot. He's on the boat. It's just this creature is climbing up the boat. And it's his turn.
Well, this one is like a full size.
It's a small
Or
one,
not.
but it's small for
It's
a water
stronger
elemental.
than those other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
sharks,
It's 6 or
so-
7 foot tall, and it hits
Oh,
for a big
wow.
ball.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I guess I should kill it.
I think he has
Okay.
repelling blast, right?
Mm,
I don't think so.
no.
He pushed or pulled something sometime at some point.
He has that bonus action telekinetic shove,
Ah, okay.
which I was gonna try to do to somehow save Tats, but I think I'm gonna leave his corpse there for now.
He also isn't his healing a bonus?
His healing is a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I might do that instead. Okay, so to hit this creature, I got a 25.
Oh yeah.
And okay, so that's a D10. That's 12 damage.
That's good damage.
And bonus action, I will throw some healing at. Okay, let me see who I
think
can.
it's only got a 30-foot range. I might be wrong. It might be 60. But I think
It
it's
is 60.
only. Okay, so you've got Sylv, Tats, or Jerd. All unconscious. Jerd is heads
Oh,
above the
boy.
water. Sylv is in a tree. Tats is clinging to a rock.
All right.
But it's okay, because Ari will dive into the water to save Jerd again.
Yeah. I feel.
So roll now.
I'll try to get Tats up. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like he can swing a weapon.
He
at
can
least.
swing a weapon. He has a
Okay.
battle axe.
So yeah, that is that 5d6?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna give him
Just one time.
just one d6.
Just one time.
Yeah. Okay, 4 hit points for Tats.
Okay. Because with 2, you
Hopefully
can
he
potentially get
climb out of
overheated.
there.
Yeah. And as at the end of his turn, that is the end of his turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. The boat's going to move to here. Leffer is definitely trying to reel it in. And as he does so, Tats is going to jump up the rope that's being sort of handed out to him. And we've
Get
got
up
some
here.
more fighters. Are you ready for this? Here we go.
Yes.
This is what you've all been waiting for.
Ah, friends. Thank God.
Josh, I need a strength save for Sestican, please.
He has a +3 to strength, but no pluses to strength saving throws.
No, he's not proficient in strength saving throws. Dragons tend to be proficient in con, dex, or charisma.
But that still means it's a +3.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a 14.
Okay. 14 is a success. Fancy
Yay.
that. Sestican fights his way to the surface. He does, however, have 5 hit points left. We'll get to... That means he can have a turn next turn, basically. Unlike Banapa, who failed miserably. As this boat sort of surges forwards, you see Carson and Davy arrows taking out this minor water elemental behind them. Bellin has got some sort of... It looks like the pole they used to pole Tarman, but at the end of it is like a huge pick, like ice pick, basically. And she's swinging it down on this water elemental like this. And she looks like she's doing 1 damage a hit, but at least she's hitting it, right?
Yeah.
Big Ida smacks it with an oar, doing more damage than like the rest of the boat crew combined. Hennessy is currently driving the boat, and Captain Leffrin is right out on the front. He doesn't seem to be doing anything. Elise throws one of these magical darts she bought in Bingtown. Unfortunately, she got a 2. So wave goodbye to that dart. It's somewhere at the bottom of the water. But at least she gave it a go. Cedric is carrying in his room. That brings us to the water elemental. Wait, I haven't passed Natani's turn, have I? No, not since your death. Or did I? No. No, I
Not
haven't.
since my death save.
Cool. So that leads us to the water elemental. The water elemental sort of gets shoved over a little bit by the dragon. And he's just going to push Sestican. So I need an athletics check, please, from Sestican. I've rolled a 5 plus, not a 5 minus. 5 plus 4, 9.
Wait, sorry. Without the turn order, it's hard to say. Emil did go again because he used the healing light. Was I? supposed to
We
be
can now have the
water
tracker.
element?
We can now have the tracker. Oh, yeah, you see it now. Yeah, we are on 15. You are on
Okay.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't want you to know that creatures were coming. A 13?
On the athletics, yes.
Okay, I got a 9. Great. Sessican is not pushed back underwater. And the water elemental is going to unleash its second attack by coming over here and looking at Twiggy. Because it likes
Ew.
crushing small things.
Hey.
And you are a small thing. 23 to hit you.
Yes.
Yeah. 11 bludgeoning damage.
I'm okay.
That's good. We like okay.
Not for much longer.
Oh, that guy's dead. I forgot about that. Where is... prizes for anybody who finds minor water elemental B. Oh, he got murdered by a rhinoceros. I remember. Okay. Water mini mental A is who we're looking for. Oh, I killed off the wrong one last turn. Okay. That's fine. This guy is going to go at Twiggy.
No.
It's a 6 to hit. It's 8 to hit, sorry. Let's not undersell him.
No.
Arya, it is your turn.
Cool.
I will say at this point you can see that next at the end of when the boat next moves, if you want to reserve your movement speed, you can jump on board next turn, or like when it passes you. You just need to leave 15-foot movement speed. Jerd will get scooped up.
Okay, yeah, that was the main
Yeah,
question.
yeah. So I'm just
I
saying,
don't
like,
care about me.
You don't care about you. You just get cool, great. What do you got for us? You are currently hidden.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the big boy.
Okay. What's your range?
80.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You're shooting a crossbow, aren't you? Sorry. Yeah. That ain't
no.
it. That ain't it. Such advantage. Oh god, that's awful. Yeah, I'm afraid that'll miss. You don't have some clever thing that makes you lucky or something.
No.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you. Natani,
Yeah.
you're up.
The smart thing would be to heal, but my dragon's still underwater, and I just want this thing
There's
to
a bonus
die.
action
So
here.
no, not if I'm gonna bonus action summon my echo.
Ah. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
With an action surge and 2 unleash incarnations, I'm planning to take 4 strikes.
Oh, god,
at
go.
this water elemental.
Yeah, go for it.
That one is a 16 to hit.
Sorry, does that mean you need to be able to stand next to it? Do you need to come up to here?
No, because it's attacking from the echo's position.
Oh, all 4 attacks go from the Echo's position, I see. It's not you and the Echo both attacking twice.
Nope. It's a
Cool,
flurry of strikes.
Sorry, your
16
first
hit
hit
on
was
the first
16, that hits. And the creature is no longer resistant to damage, it has its full armor class.
one. That is 12.
Nice, that's a huge hit. Creature is wounded.
Second strike is not good. That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Action surge. That's a 15 to hit.
Okay, the creature is going to use its reaction to consume the life force of this water elemental here to kill it and ignore your damage.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
To be fair, that thing had
Force
30 hit
strike.
points, so you kind of did a lot of damage in a way.
21.
Oh, 21 hits. It's got no reaction left.
Ooh, that's max damage again. 12.
12 damage, love that. That all 4 hits?
That is
3 hits, 1 miss,
yes.
yep. Bonus action was to summon. Can I have a strength save for Azanth, please?
save 17.
Nice! They will also have a turn next turn, but they only currently have 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Is that Natani over and out?
Yep.
Okay, this water elemental catches up with Arbok, and it doesn't attack Arbok at all. It drags Alum into the water and pulls him down to the bottom of the water.
Oh no.
sounds so unbothered. You're like, oh no, that's so sad.
No, no, not Alum.
Yeah.
What a shame.
That's
I
not
liked
my
Adam. He
intention,
was cool.
But
Oh well.
Was
Willow.
being the optional
Oh, sorry.
word.
We're going back. Harmony. What's Harmony doing? She gets a full turn this turn.
Oh.
On your
Oh
turn.
boy.
Do you want to
Yeah,
use the whole turn to kill the 1 hit point mini mental?
Yes.
Yes! Ha! Go ahead, I'll even let you breathe fire! Even though your dragon can't do that. Go ahead, roll to hit. Oh, to be fair, you get 2 attacks, don't you? So.
Yeah. Not that it's necessary.
Yeah, okay, that is a 10 damage overkill. Harmony is devastated that this creature is not edible. I'm assuming you don't want your dragon to be on a boat or in the water.
Nope, neither.
Cool. Harmony can protect herself. Twiggy! You're up.
yeah. So, can I see Balliper at all?
Yeah, Balliper is currently drowning. About here.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Now, do you think I could land on him if I jumped over there?
Oh, you could jump before he moves. Yeah, sorry. I was moving him for where he would be when he floats down the current before he gets his strength save. You're going to land in the acid water. You are aware of that, yes?
I'm hoping I can wake him up and he can get me out of here.
Great.
Is my thinking.
Okay. You will also proc an opportunity attack if you and Balliper move out of the creature's range.
Me and Balliper. That's...
But you do know the
Okay,
creature's
okay.
used its reaction, to be fair.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Lots of things happening. This
I
creature
know.
might get an attack of opportunity too.
Well, I'm not scared of that
Terrifying.
thing.
Why not?
Me.
I'm you can do whatever you want, Michaela, but I am saying it would be a risky maneuver.
That's my middle name.
Great. Willow, whiskey maneuver. Whiskey maneuver. Willow, risky maneuver,
branch,
Twiggy
they
branch.
call her.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's go. I'm going to do it.
Okay. I believe this must be a strength check, right? Unless your character says something else.
What is it?
It's a jump.
Oh, to jump?
Let me just do a double read quickly. Unless you can tell me how it might be acrobatics,
Do a flip.
that ain't gonna help
Exactly.
you.
I think it's just strength that flat out determines your jumping
Usually.
distance.
Yes, but I would allow this to, because you're trying to land something moving, it would be, yeah, based on that.
Well, I was going to use my Step of the Wind to let me disengage, bonus action, and jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Okay. Athletics, your strength athletics check covers difficult situations when jumping. Examples include
I'll do an
trying to
athletics
jump
check.
an unusually long distance or pulling off a stunt mid-jump. Yes, are you going to sort of just trying to duck under the water elemental? Are you trying to leap through it? Are you trying to... What are you thinking?
Leaping through it would be fun. Let's do that.
Okay, this creature is gonna have some resistance, right, compared to air. You're trying to dive through a moving swimming pool.
Okay.
I will say if you want to try and sort of plant a foot on the water elemental and leap off
Yeah, I would love to do
it. Okay.
that. I would even...
Go ahead, use your disengage thing, and then give me your athletics check, please. Don't forget this is a disadvantage because you're a tired little bunny.
I'm tired. It's at disadvantage. That is a 5.
I have given you the results by moving you. Twiggy, I
Okay,
will
so
say-
I didn't break on through to the other side, is what you're saying.
You didn't even make it to the water elemental. You just jumped into the water in front of it. It looked brave and stupid. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. You'll take 6 acid damage from the
Okay.
water.
Oh,
I also need a
no.
strength save against the current.
Oh no, I'm already knocked out.
Oh, you're unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay, this whole get me out of here thing, it's now you floating down the river after Balapur. That's great. Give me a straight save for Balapur. See if he can stop himself from drowning to then save you from drowning. No, I'm not letting you react, Natali.
Okay.
This was so unexpected. You just weren't ready for it.
Okay, wait, he has a +2. Okay, Balapur got a 14.
That is the DC. Okay, Balapur will get a turn next round, which I'm sure he will use to try and save your ass. And you said you're
Here I come,
unconscious.
Balapur.
You're currently not unconscious on Roll20 or D&D Beyond. Could you fix that on one or the other?
I did do it on D&D Beyond. That's...
Oh, okay. It says you've got 4 hit points, maybe. Oh, I think I've got your character sheet open as well. If you could just refresh, that'll fix the... And then set it, it'll fix. Patrick, you're up.
Okay.
This creature doesn't seem to be able to get down or up. It's just rampaging around there.
What's happening?
It also looks like it's got 200 hit points, and I'd probably give up on it.
Yikes.
I can't get up or down. I can't get to you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just circumnavigate it. You could teleport onto the boat. You could teleport down there and then bash the water.
It's a 15-foot teleport.
Oh, you can't teleport onto the boat.
It's useful. It ain't that useful. No, that's
Oh,
fine.
sorry. Would you have tried to get onto the boat then when it was back here? Probably not, right?
I don't think I would have tried to jump on a boat during this natural disaster. No.
Okay, no, that's fair. Not jump. I did say teleport. Okay, they are
Either
very
way,
different things.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Nobody would try and jump on
the
anything
water.
in the river during a natural disaster,
This is
surely.
happening.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
What have you got for me,
That would
Patrick?
never happen.
I am gonna use my last second level spell slot to fire off a scorching ray at this elemental.
What's the range on Scorching Ray?
For 120 feet.
Cool. Yeah. So all 3 attacks going into that big one?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
It doesn't seem to be resistant to fire, which I find odd.
Well, it shouldn't be anyways because I have elemental adept. And so
Sure, but even so, like, it's weird. I would have thought a water elemental would be resistant to fire, but apparently not. It's not even resistant to cold.
No.
It's immune to poison.
That's a 16 to hit.
16
Okay,
hits.
That makes sense at least.
Well, because cold freezes it.
Hold on a second.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna reroll one of those damage die. Because I can reroll. Oh no, sorry.
You reroll once.
I misread that.
And it
Never
will
mind, ignore
automatically
everything
reroll
I
one, right?
just said.
Yeah. Cool.
I did 5 fire.
I've already applied it. Carry on.
Okay. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, that's fun. Another 5 fire damage.
You see how it re-rolled the 1 to a 2?
I
Or
did.
it made the
Technology,
1 a 2.
eh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just to remind you, you never have to worry about it.
What is this world we live in? That's another 21 to hit. And that's mighty 4.
I've just seen the GIF Michaela posted.
Awful.
That's
Awful
probably
damage here. Okay, that's my action, and then my... My bonus action, I'll move my wildfire to the edge. That way it should be within, yep. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to have my fox fire off a flame seed. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Which I think you
Let
said
me get this
does.
straight. Your Firefox fires fire at the water elemental.
You got it.
Damage.
Dealing 7 fire damage.
Ooh, 7 is good.
I know, I think
7.
that's the highest I've rolled today.
This creature is severely wounded.
Wonderful.
Wow.
That's my turn, I think.
Okay, the dire rhino is going to use all
Oh,
120 foot of its movement speed to run around the circle.
Does if it
Doesn't
if
know
it
what to
stops
do.
5 feet within my
No,
fighting speed,
it
let me
didn't.
know.
It stopped there.
Does Sestican
I'm getting it.
take a turn after me?
Sestican may now have a full turn. Bear in mind,
Okay.
he must use his swimming speed as he is in the water. I
He's
think
got
it's
20
15.
feet.
Oh, it's 20 now. Look at him go.
Yeah, so I think he'll be able to get there.
You cannot move through Azanth.
I was
So-
moving around.
Um,
I went like diagonal.
yeah, this is fine. This is fine. 15, 20. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. He's just doggy paddling, really.
Aww.
I think it's called doggy winging. The wings are doing most of the work.
Oh, okay. Am I able to do if the wings are doing the swimming, does that mean his claws are free for a multi-attack?
You may claw and bite, but all your attacks in the water will be at disadvantage, as per the underwater
it's-
combat rules.
But it's not underwater, right?
Sort of. Because Sessingham's got no purchase, there's going to just be less.
I suppose he's not like
Violence, right?
stood up on 2 feet.
No, exactly. He's literally
Um.
floating. He's treading water, which is really quite
Okay, that's fine.
abysmal. The fact that
So, yeah,
he's
I'll just
clawing at
attack-
all means he's effectively doing a backward somersault. So disadvantage attacks.
I'll just do disadvantage. I'll do one claw, and then the bite won't be, right?
All
This is
attacks will
mouse.
be at disadvantage because again, he's treading water, so it's more difficult for him to make an attack. Just all attacks at disadvantage. Yeah. Mostly because my creature is already severely wounded and your dragon does a bazonka amount of damage.
Does he?
Yes! When he hits.
That's a 20 or a 21, you choose.
Exactly, right? So you hit. And the damage is
13 piercing.
a bazonka amount of damage. That is the highest single damage hit that's happened this fight. Carry on. Actually, correction. I think Natani did a 14, right, at one point, or was it 13?
No, I did 12.
Oh, you did 12. There you go. Sorry.
Okay, and then a claw. That's a
Mill.
16.
16
I
hits.
got a 14.
Cool. And that's
Ah, yes.
8, I think, piercing.
Okay,
again.
creature's looking pretty
slashing,
roughed up.
sorry, that's slashing.
Does that conclude your turn? It does. We already concluded your turn.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. It's return of the water monumental. He's gonna come and try and
That's
be really
bozo.
rude and murder your echo. That is that's a natural 20.
Wow. Uncalled for.
For a total of 5 damage. Boom! Check that out for a big hit.
Very cool.
Emil.
Is Emil gonna get the glory? I'm gonna try to finish that water elemental.
Okay, kill the mini one. He's not here to take glory. No, you do know it's the water elemental's turn next turn. This would be a good time to get a kill.
Yeah, that was a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Emil is the hero we deserve, and that is 14 damage.
Okay. Revealing underneath.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Babies! Oh no.
Well, yeah, sure. There are like 7 dragons here.
Oh no! They're everywhere.
Drowning. And these different
Okay.
dragons will attempt to sort of reel in any unconscious bodies.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Can I have Emil bonus action heal Twiggy and thus repay their life debt?
Yes. But far more importantly, as the fight comes to an end, you'll see the dragons sort of all tether up to some branches. At this point, with the speed of the current and the way the banks are, it is impossible for your dragons to get out of the water if they are in it. The only dragons that are not in the water are Relta, Harmony, and Rankudos, and nobody's seen Hebe anywhere. The rest of you are in the water. As the storm continues onwards, the water rushes past, and it's gonna break the banks. So everyone is going to be flooded at this point. Across the next hour or two, Arya and Jerd, who has been Jerd has been brought up to the boat. So Arya, you're on your own with Harmony, using Harmony as sort of shelter and cover. At one point, she will even consent for you to lie on her back if you need to keep out of the thick, acidy water that is at her feet. She will drag you down the... Oh, I've left the batteries on. I really thought I had clicked the ending music because it stopped being so dramatic. And then it became dramatic again. Where is our flooding noises?
Is alum anywhere to be seen?
You do not see Alum at any point. Nor do you see Arbok. Arbok went down the water. Down the river, in the current. You don't know where they ended up. For all of you, you will be able to find your own dragon. Natani, obviously, Azanth is in the water and you are not. But then the banks break, and as you and Tamara are swept into the water on a tree, your dragons will sort of scoop you up and keep you above the water. The Tarman is unable to keep control and skids well past the dragons. It is 2.5 to 3 hours before the storm finally breaks. And in the aftermath of the storm, it's going to be quite difficult to find each other. Patrick, you were left on the shore, quite far back, and Sessican was in the water. What would you have done?
I would have. Well, I would have waited for that rhino to fuck off.
It does eventually charge away from the water as the banks break.
Great. Then I would have teleported back down and just gone over to help.
I don't know what you mean.
By just calling him over to me.
You can't, as I said, the dragons can't get out the water. The water is well above, is well up at this point and moving too fast. They've sort of tethered themselves together with a series of logs.
Then I would cast Entangle as a kind of net over them.
Okay, what's the range on Entangle?
90 feet.
Yeah. You can get the Entangle
And
cast,
then
but you can't get it to him.
That's fine. So I would try and get it so that it entangles all of them together, and then but enough so that all of us can grab a bunch of the vines and then heave them.
Okay, I've got two questions. What's the duration on Entangle?
I want to say 1 minute.
A minute, but I can use it 4 times. So
you're going to get one cast. So in the desperate moment where some of the dragons are unconscious, Kalo is one of them. Skymore is another. These unconscious dragons, what your entangle will allow them to do is those who are conscious and those keepers who are with them are able to knit the logs together, and then your entangle will hold them close enough that they can wrap the vines around, making a sort of ragtag, almost floating raft of logs, which they can then get the dragons' heads up onto. But Patrick, as the banks of the river break, there is a 2.5-foot flood of water across the land. Are you going to climb a tree or attempt to teleport into where the dragons are?
Yes.
Which?
I will teleport on Sestican.
Okay, so from a high jutting rock to a tree that's just above the water to a little part of a log that's floating by to Sestican's back, a series of 15-foot teleports eventually takes you to Sestican's back. Next to Sestican, you can see Balapa barely breathing, head on the raft, and literally lying on his neck is a completely unconscious Twiggy. ML has popped some healing in, and Twiggy has sort of woken up and then just gone to sleep. Twiggy, you sustained severe acid damage in the water, and you have 4 levels of exhaustion.
Ouch.
Crikey!
Yeah. You do not want to be in the water as a 3-foot halfling during a storm. Really not advisable. Arya, you are completely alone. You can find no one. You and Harmony are miles down the river, sort of crouched away. When Harmony tells you she smells a dragon. It's been a long, hard night in the rain. There's still a fair bit of flooding, even this far out onto the banks. But she's determined that you're going there whether you like it or not, and is going to drag you along. And after about an hour, she very disappointedly nudges what appears to be a bit of black wall. Black rock with silver veining through it. Smells like dragon.
Yes.
Like dragon. And she nudges the black rock. You feel an almost incontrollable urge to put your hand on the black rock. And as you place your hand on it, you are aware of a few things simultaneously. First of all, this was once a house. It was once a home. It belonged to two elderlings. Their names were Rostoy and Joy. They were a happily married couple. They were farmers. They provided food to Kelsingra down the river. They had a lovely little boat of their own. They were elderlings to two dragons, a silver dragon and a gold dragon. They cared for these dragons very much and loved them. They had lost two children as miscarriages, and they were desperate to have another child. You will continue to remember and remember and remember and remember until slowly harmony pulls you away before you drown in the memories that stop. Because this is not a fully formed house anymore. And you were almost about to light the stove before realizing that it's not there anymore. This small vestige of comfort, it's two walls of black and silver rocks, sort of like the back two walls of a house. They come up only sort of 6 or 7 bricks. But they do provide a vestige of comfort, and these bricks remember that they're part of a house. They are warm to the touch. And you find just the remnants of what appears to be a chair leg. And as you touch it, you know that it used to make itself into a seat for those that sat on it. And as you rest your body upon it, it does cushion you ever so slightly. And here, Arya, you will fall asleep in exhaustion, Harmony resting right next to you, trying to recover from the trials and tribulations of the night. For the rest of you, it's a mighty battle on the water to keep your heads above. Neither you nor your dragons can find any shore time. The tarman is nowhere to be seen. The storm continues on through the night. Heavy rain, though the main sort of whipping water and sort of gale-like winds have disappeared. The heavy rain still continues. The acidy water is rising.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ever at any point within 15 foot of the shore?
No. There is no such thing as shore anymore. The whole land is flooded. Remember, you had to climb a tree just to get out of the water. There's a distinction between the river and the flooded banks, but these are floodplains, so the whole area is submerged in water.
Okay.
If you were a normal adult and this was not like a normal sized humanoid, if you were a normal sized humanoid and this water wasn't acidic, you could sit in a chair and be fine, right? You'd just be wet.
I see.
But because it comes up to your neck, it's
And
not.
just acidic.
And it's highly acidic, so even on your legs and stuff, it's a problem.
Sure.
The dragons are doing their best to keep you all above the water. But over the course of the evening, each one of you will take a level of exhaustion, except Twiggy, obviously, who already got 4. You note that Sylv is one of the primary people who is able to help. With her very small size and her sort of lightness, and also the fact that her dragon seems to be a bit nicer than everyone else's, she's clambering from dragon to dragon, and she's still got her waterproof pouch on her, so she's got a little tiny bit of food, which she mainly gives to Twiggy and to Tats, who was severely hurt during the fight, and Jerd, as well. During the night, you will realise that one dragon is severely wounded. That is Skymore. She has a huge rent tear along the side of her body, which has caused a lot of pain and anguish. Kalo has been impossible to resuscitate. He has been unconscious all night. The dragons are aware that he is alive, but he breathes shallowly. And until the water dissipates, there is nothing more that can be done. With that, you may all take a short rest. It is an 8-hour short rest. Arya, you can take a long rest. Go you.
I get 1 win tonight.
You do. You get this. You get 2 wins. It's also somewhere really cool and worth exploring while everybody else is fucking lost. Okay. It is almost 12 hours that you spend in the water before eventually the rain finally stops. You are able to just about get yourself to a little bit of sort of slightly more secure land. And some of you are hanging out of low branches of trees that are still held in place over the water. When Natani and Patrick and Emil, no, not Emil, sorry, and Sylv and Jerd and a couple of others are able to hear shouts on the wind. Everybody's name is called at different points, but you recognize the voice to be Carson.
Bird is on the boat, right?
No, yes, Jerd was on the boat. You're right. She got scooped up by the boat. She's long gone now. So those of you who were in the water were Sylv, Patrick, Natani, Twiggy. I think that's it, right? It's just the four of you.
Emil sailed away.
No, Tats got pulled up as well. Yeah, that's right. It's just the four of you, and your 4 dragons and some other dragons. Right, there's lots of dragons, 4 people. The 4 of you hear Carson sort of pulling down the water. Alan! Rabscal! Arya! And then proceeds to call your names. Twiggy doesn't hear this. She is still, I'm afraid, completely, almost non-responsive. It's going to take a long time to recover from your wounds. But there's this sort of, you see him poling his small boat up the water. Sat in the boat next to him is Cedric. And lying unconscious on the edge of the boat is another figure that you don't recognize from here. He poles in his boat and, oh my! There's a lot of you! That's a lot of dragons. We were wondering where they'd got to. Alright, hold on. And he blows this long sort of war horn. And somewhere far in the distance you hear a returning peal. And slowly you see the tarman being poled up water, up river, towards you. As it rolls into sight, it is a welcome sight for you all, I am sure. Emil is sort of jumping and waving and looking far more excited than he ever has in his life. Big Ida will reach down and help each one of you climb up onto the boat. Elise will notice Twiggy and, oh no! You're really hurt. Come on, come into the captain's room. Let's get you into bed. And she practically will, if you will allow it, scoop you up.
Alright.
And as she sort of lies you down on the captain's bed, she goes into the medicine cabinet and will bring you out a honey and lemon tea and some salve, which she tells you she'll give you some privacy and that you need to rub it over your whole body. Twiggy, as you're left alone in this room and you go to rub your acid-covered skin, yes, Josh, go on.
Oh, I was going to say that. I was going to follow them in there.
Lovely. Why not? Elise will shoo you out.
Well, she's my best friend.
Yeah, I know.
And she's like...
Elise will shoo you out very firmly, telling you that she needs some privacy, but as soon as she's ready for you to see her, she'll let you in.
Well, I'll do your back, Twiggy.
Twiggy, as you are alone in this room and you begin to rub this salve in, you will notice your skin is peeling away. And at lots of different points when your skin peels away, dark green scaling shines through, protecting you from the water. But you have taken on scaling from Balapa. You're beginning to resemble his colouring. Little ripples of scaling across your shoulders, your elbows, the backs of your hands, your knees. You now have resistance to acid damage.
Whoa.
But I'm afraid your max hit points will be lowered by 10 until you recover. You've taken a real beating.
Oh, wow.
The resistance to acid damage is permanent. The max HP reduction is not.
Okay.
How does Twiggy react or feel to noticing this dark green scaling coming through?
I would try to contact Balapur in my mind, first of all.
You get very tired. Yes.
Baliber,
Yes.
did you do this? I was never scaled like this.
It happened. It was not me or you, but circumstance. When you were clinging to me, I think I was bleeding in certain places.
Oh,
Why you touched my blood and perhaps even ingested it. It would have sped up the process. This would have happened to you eventually, but perhaps not so rapidly. I've tried to make it beautiful. Do you not like it?
I didn't say that.
And you will note
like
that
your color.
Unlike, for example, Sylve or Greft, this is not random scaling. It doesn't tighten your mouth. It doesn't appear in sort of as wattles. This is beautiful dusting on your skin across the elbows, the backs of your hands, sort of accentuating your jawline and your brow. And as I said, on your knees and elbows. But it's just a sort of scattering of quite beautiful scaling. You're, as you look down, more beautiful than any halfling you've ever seen. And that's with no modesty. No false modesty. Like, you are, so no false modesty is what I was trying to say. You're genuinely, and will notice that you're astoundingly beautiful.
Shimmering. No, that's not it, Baliber. It's really beautiful. I am kind of flabbergasted. I'm sorry. I couldn't save you though.
You did. You're fighting with that water beast. The strength of your will. It brought me back to the surface. It helped me fight. Don't ever doubt that. You're bonded now. You're an elderling.
Patrick's gonna be so jealous.
Oh, he is. That's not Baliber, that's me. By the way.
What the fuck is this?
I wanted to be an Elden Ring.
She's not the only one. Patrick, as you are allowed into the room, Willow, you will automatically notice that Patrick has red scaling just here. Just on his brow. Just on his jaw. On his hands. In fact, if any of you had have managed to take the time to look at Nantani, or even at Sylve, whose pink has become that sort of pink gold, if you like, almost like rose gold.
Rose gold.
She's got this beautiful sort of dragon-like crest now, as opposed to just where she previously had scaling for hair. She's got this sort of beautiful crest. All of you who were in the water with your dragons for such an extended period of time will have experienced changes, but none more so than tomorrow. We'll get to in a moment. But Patrick, as you enter the room and you see Twiggy sort of standing there just in rags of clothing with beautiful scaling. She is beautiful.
She was always beautiful, so...
Oh, stop.
I thought she's meant to be your wingman.
She is.
Ah.
I can still appreciate beauty.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll give you
Thank
that.
you.
But yeah, as I enter the tent, I guess, and I suppose notice for the first time, there's a loud, audible gasp as he sees you, Twiggy.
I will turn shocked at Patrick and gasp right back.
Is that Spider-Man me?
Yeah! Just point at each other. Look at
Somebody post a meme while these two are talking.
your scales.
But what? You've got the scales.
What? But yours are so vibrant and red. They match your beard. Oh my goodness.
What does this mean?
Patrick.
Are we becoming dragons?
Wait a minute. Baliber told me, Patrick. I think this is what it means to be an elderling. I think it's happening.
It's true, Patrick.
So we've been chosen?
Circumstance chose as much as anything else, but it was always going to happen. And now it has.
I knew it.
I need to rest. Trouble me about it later. Sessican really took a beating in the storm, and is going to go back to sleep on his log.
Oh.
That's all the rest of the dragons have had, is leaning on logs to keep them afloat.
Yes. After seeing that Twiggy's, doing okay, and I will do the her back for her since she can't reach that.
Thank you.
I will then go to Sistican and just begin like.
Just as an option. Sestigan's on the log in the water. You've been hauled up onto the boat.
Oh, he's not.
There is nowhere to get them to. They're going to have to keep going down the river until the water subsides.
They're on that little raft.
Oh wait,
Yeah, they're on a makeshift loggy raft. That's it.
And how far is that away from me?
Now 300 feet. 400 maybe. The dragons are going to have to move at the pace of their very slow raft. Tarman will keep looking because so far, Rapscal, Hebe, Alum, Arbuk, Greft... No, Greft, sorry. When you were pulled into the rowing boat, you would have noticed a bloated corpse. Greft died. No.
Oh.
Jerd is on the boat. Greft died because Kato sent him away. He was on his own with no boat in the water. No dragon.
Gosh.
So it's his fault. He won't see it like that, but it was his fault.
Well, or was it Greft's
won't
fault for
care.
wanting to sell dragon parts?
That's neither here nor
Also not found are Arya and Harmony. And Emil will be still terrified because Ranculos has not been found either.
Oh no.
Scared into silence, you might say. Is it possible to follow Sistican down the river?
They're behind you. They're moving
then I'll
very
just-
slowly.
We've
You're
passed
moving
them
really
on our
quickly.
boat.
Okay, then I'll just wait, and then I will.
It may be 2 or 3 days before you're reunited. with your
Sure,
dragons,
I'm just
tell you
saying I wouldn't want to let Sistican pass me without me following.
that. You what? No. The dragons, when they catch up with you, will catch up with you. Right? And at that point, you'll be reunited.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Carson, noting your distress, will, however, offer that late in the evening you guys might pole out a couple of the smaller boats to take the dragon's food. And you do hear Sestican's
Yeah.
rumble in your mind and Balapa's in your mind,
Absolutely.
saying that would be good.
Sistican, I'm an elderling now. You
I
gave me
just
your
told
scales.
you that, and then told you I needed to rest. As you two are exclaiming over each other's beauty, Natani, Tamara approaches you on the edge of the boat. Hey, I brought you something. I thought you'd want to know. And she hands you something wrapped in very silky, velvety fabric. It's Cedric. It's from Cedric.
What?
Just... And then she moves back to give you some privacy. As you take this, it's quite heavy, and you unveil it, and it is a handheld mirror. It is very gaudy. It is ornate and silver, but you won't notice that. You will only notice your reflection. As these sort of slight white and almost pale green crystal style scaling lines your jaw, your brow, your neck, just under your eyes. There's almost no remnant of Natani's original scaling. It's instead been recolored to match Azanth. You are untrustworthy with a pen. You are very, very, very beautiful when you look in. It's sort of unnaturally beautiful. You'll be sort of stunned by your own reflection. You know Tamara is standing 5 or 6 foot away and has a little smile on her face as she's looking at you.
My mind will try to reach out for Azan.
Yes.
I don't deserve this.
You saved my life. Of course you do. You're a true Elderling. There was so much blood. It was bound to happen. Just be glad it was my blood that you got covered in. It would be very strange having lost my Elderling to another dragon. has happened before, in times of war or fighting. You approve of those changes, then?
It's incredible. Thank you.
You're most welcome, Tally. Ah! Get off me! And you hear this sort of very frustrated yell of Azanth nod at you. And you note that he's incredibly uncomfortable. And there are a large number of dragons on a small number of logs. And at this point, Carson will come round and tell you that if you want to join, they're going to pole a couple of boats up the water to feed the dragons. And Azanth seems very excited by that prospect. As Tamara turns, an incredible glittering of dark blue scaling sort of catches your eye, and you see her perhaps for a second time in the sunlight. Unlike the rest of you, where it's a little bit of a brow or a little bit around your chin or just your hands, etc., she is covered in scaling. It's on her neck. She's got a proper crest that sort of pulls up backwards. She's got scaling all down the sides of her jaws, down the side of her face, above her head. And her arms are thick with scaling, with almost claws and dragon-like hands. And her scales are a sapphire blue and they glitter in the sun, as she looks at you like some strange half-dragon creature out of a tale. You are pleased. Are you not, Itani?
I am. I guess I'm a little shocked.
Well, shall we feed the dragons? She sort of smiles at you but says nothing at all. And you will notice that as over her shoulder, Case and Boxster are sort of stood at the edge of the boat, and you will see that Boxster is holding Skelly's hand. Case, however, doesn't seem to have stopped staring at you for at least a couple of minutes. He doesn't say anything, doesn't approach you, just staring.
What a perv.
Attractive.
He seems a little stunned, I guess is the way to put it. He's not trying to be rude or anything, he's just a little stunned. Is he attractive? I don't think so. Is he attractive? Let's find out. Oh, he's alright, he's not bad at all. He's got a weird ear, but that's okay.
He's got a very long neck.
Well, he's draconic. What can I say? I mean, as NPCs go, he's not the ugliest NPC.
It's not the most attractive, but I think that one's unavailable.
Oh, I don't know which one that is. This one? This one?
That one.
Oh, we like Carson,
Always
do we?
that one.
Oh, okay.
Always that one.
Yeah, he's as gay as it gets. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, she figured that out. She's rather sad about it.
Usually,
Yeah. But you will continue to hear Lefrin shouting from the front of the boat. Arya! Hebe! Rapscal! Harmony! Alum! Harbuk! But for a long time, there is no response. After 4 or 5 hours, you pole out to the dragons, feed them, and pole back. You hear... oh, go on.
While we're out there, I would just like to check on Sky Maw. I mean, I know she's not mine to check on, but...
Well, Tamara's there as well. And Sky Maw has been sort of in an act of amazing generosity by the other dragons. Sky Maw has been fully nudged onto some logs so that her long wound can be exposed to the air as opposed to the water. She has a tear in the side of her belly, almost 3.5 foot long. It's pretty awful. And Tamara is devastated. It takes a lot for her to be pulled back to the boat and convinced to come along with you all. The rest of you check on your dragons, who are mostly doing okay. Twiggy, you would not have been allowed to come for the ride, I'm afraid. You are going to be put in bed.
Oh, shucks.
Yes, you are very ill, and I do need a con save, please.
Oh.
This is against disease, if that's relevant.
No. That's 17.
17's a success. You may lose a level of exhaustion, as opposed to gaining the poisoned condition. That's good, isn't it?
I'll take that.
Arya, as you awake in the sunlight, you note that there are a couple more of these black and silver-stoned houses nearby. And as you're moving about from one to the other, you will note one that seems to have an entrance to a cellar. The black stone protects the entrance and seems to have kept it dry. The cellar is abnormally large for a human. And in fact, if the doors were both opened wide, it would be wide enough for your dragon to step down into, even if she was bigger. It's a very large entrance, and it is on raised land, so it is dry, the entrance.
Okay. These seem like they can be opened easily, or?
There is no handle, no purchase, no lock, so to speak, but as soon as your hand rests upon the black stone, you remember that all you need do is speak the word. It's in a language you don't recognize, but you know it means open. And as you ask it to open, the doors sort of not only open, but the stairs almost roll up to the edge of the doorway. This is a wide entrance big enough for Kalo to walk down.
Ooh,
and
wow.
Arya's eyes will catch the glitter of silver and gold
Mm-hmm.
in the depths of the cellar.
Cool.
As you walk down the stairs, you gain... would you go in? Sorry, just double check.
It's sort of like glance down, look at Harmony and be like, should we?
Smells old, and there's gold. And without any question, Harmony just goes down. Sort of, yeah. As you get to the staircase, you feel an urge to reach out and run your finger along this small strip of what appears to be a sort of silver metal. As soon as you touch it, your mind knows that this is called jidzin, and it connects your mind to the lights. And low, golden, soft yellow glow will come from the ceiling all around. You are in a huge chamber, almost 400 feet in length and 200 feet in width. This chamber must go quite a long way into the banks. And you see strange armaments on the walls. There is beautiful, shining breastplates of dark silver metal you don't recognize. And then huge metal armor pieces that look like they're larger than any creature you've ever seen. Coming from them are these dark brass chains. And as you look at it more, you realize what you're looking at is a horse's harness. But perhaps not for a horse. They're dragon armor. For the dragon riders. And as you look elsewhere, you will see rolled up canvases in watertight oilskin pouches. And as you unfurl them, you will see images of elderlings on the back of dragons, armoured dragons, with harnesses, wielding these beautiful sort of strange double-pronged bows. It's like they've got a single bit of bow and then a second bit of bow, like a composite longbow would be nowadays. But in old brass and bronze. You see these very elegant sort of double crossbows. And in fact, as you note one of them, you look around and you will see one. It is a repeater crossbow. I believe it's a +1 repeater crossbow if I'm being specific. But I will just have a little look. Let's see if I can find it for you when it eventually wants to load. No. Okay, maybe I won't find it for you. D&D Beyond says no. I think if you just search repeater, it will come up. But I could be completely wrong. No, it doesn't. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, there is one of these beautiful bronze crossbows up on the wall that looks usable for you. And you may take it down and grab it. There's a whole sort of, what do you call them? Quarrel? Is that the right word? That's a quiver. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what a quarrel is, apart from an argument.
Yeah.
There is a quiver of crossbow bolts. Would you quiver of bolts? I don't know. Case of crossbow bolts. That's what we're looking for. That's what you put those in. Quiver of arrows, case of crossbow bolts. You will note the beautiful shining armor on the walls is probably a little heavy for Arya's taste. But you do see what appears to be a shimmering cloak of black and silver, which is a cloak of protection. You seem to have first dibs on all the loot here. But I think the cloak and the bow and some studded leather armor would be the only three things that would specifically take Arya's interest. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't know, maybe a short sword. Maybe a short sword. There's a short sword +1. There's any weapon you want, pretty much, +1 down here. But the crossbow is specifically a repeater, so it ignores the loading property. I will find it and ping it at you in a second. With this huge haul of treasure, you and Harmony can take a proper rest and go about the other buildings as well. This was a small farming community. There were 4 houses here. But in this house, you will find the memories of Kao Gore. Kao Gore was a single man, and he was a retired war leader. And his job was to hide the armaments and war treasury, I suppose, of Kelsingra this far downriver, so that so that it could be accessed in privacy, because there are a lot of visitors, a lot of tourists to Kelsingra. Should the dragons ever need to go to war, they wouldn't want to do so in sight of everyone else, and that is why this hoard was kept upriver, back at this farming area. And it is now time for me to make some revelations. Imagine that. So Lyric is the boat, and the boat is here. No, it's not. No, it's not. I tried to move it, and it didn't move. The boat is here. Let me just put us on roll 20.
Oh no, we've ditched Natani, Twiggy, and
No, in fact, what I'm going to do is put some other things on the map. Can we have a Sestican token, please? And an Aria token. Just anywhere is fine, and I'll put them in place. Holy shit, Aria, you're bigger than a boat.
Yeah.
Aria, you are here.
Whoa.
Well, I thought you were big.
Wow.
The dragons are back here. Oh, give me a second. They are not 20 feet away.
Oh, there they are.
They are 35 miles back. An entire day's boating. Arya, you know where you are, but obviously don't know where the boat is. And vice versa, the boat doesn't know where you are. But as the rest of you, Natani, Twigs, Twigs. Wow, why did you change your name to Twigs? That's proper confusing.
I have changed it every week as Twiggy or Twigs or just Twig.
I think it's the first time I've been mousing over your camera while I'm speaking, and so I just read it. There's a reason why I call Josh Sebastian every now and again. It's the same logic. Patrick, Twiggy, and Natani, the three of you are on the boat when you hear Emil shout out, "He's coming! He's coming!"
What? Who?
Rankulos! And Rankulos and Arbuk
Oh my goodness.
come racing down the... so they've come from sort of this direction. Oh, that is not what I was looking for. That is not a token. That is just a dragon. Let's do this. Okay, cool, great. They've come from this direction, and they come racing down to the boat. And you will see that Ranculus looks very exciting and is jumping about, and will inform very excitedly Emil that he's been hunting, and he's killed big animals, cows, lots of cows. Hunting to the north, hunting. The special place is gonna get fat, it's gonna get big, and you will notice Ranculus is in fact one size larger.
He's got like a sticking out tummy, like when a kitten eats.
No. His shoulders have grown, his wings have grown, his whole body's grown. He looks way healthier and bigger than most of your dragons. Well, he's bigger than most of your dragons. He's been feasting for 2 days. He is very excited. And you will notice that Arbok just looks sad. And after a little moment, Arbok sort of looks up at the keepers, and there are multiple times they question where Alam is, and eventually Arbok will just tell you. He is dead. But his memories are in me.
I'm sorry, Arba.
Those of you who are out on the deck, which is all of you guys, will note that Sylve bursts into tears. She's devastated.
I'll hug her.
I wonder who's gonna be the new Dragon Keeper. My bet is Skelly.
No.
Oh no, we need two.
I don't want another keeper.
Well, there you have it.
Arbok is going to choose to have no keeper, insisting that he doesn't need one, and nobody could replace Alan. And no, at the moment, Arbok is the only person without a keeper.
What about the Black Dragon?
That all happened last week. Davy took on Kalo.
That did
Carson took on the silver. Cedric took on the copper.
Yes, I remember.
Kalo said, I need a keeper worthy of me, one who can hunt well, one who's powerful and strong, and isn't an asshole like Greft, and then he picked Davy.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he died.
I wasn't actually saying that like in character, sorry. I should have stated that. Patrick
well, I
would have
figured
been
as much.
so insensitive. Well, you replied as...
You can see that Arbok was responding to the general question that was bubbling around the people. You've got to remember, dragons are quite sensitive to what's in people's minds, not only what they're saying out loud.
I see.
That is a point. Ropta and Spit, have they been seen?
Yes, Ropta, Spit, Scrim, Fent, and Dortian were way further down the shore. They were actually sheltering here, and they have managed to scramble up onto this shore, and are now on land. I'm not going to bother sort of putting them all on the map, but basically there are some dragons back there and some dragons up here. The only dragon that is missing is Hebe. You're missing Hebe and Rapscal. Oh, and Aria and Harmony, of course, but you as players know where they are. But as characters, you don't have a clue. And indeed, Carson will continue going out every day in the boat. Cedric joining him every day. Those of you who've noticed Cedric will notice that he is in much more sensible clothing. He's in leathers. His scaling is very heavy on his hands, specifically. But he seems to be quite pretty, even prettier now with his copper scaling. He's incredibly proud of his dragon. And he's slowly trying to partake in all the tasks that everyone else is doing, but every day he's going out with Carson, and he's rowing. He's not just sitting. Go on, Patrick.
What? Where's Jed?
Jed has been on the boat for quite a long time. She is sick, and you haven't seen much of her. She is in Belin's room.
I'd like to...
You want to go and visit her?
look for her.
Okay. Yeah, asking around. It won't be long before Belin will sort of say, "What do you want with her? She's really sick. You probably shouldn't disturb her."
Well, I want to tell her something.
Is it, like, actually important, or is it Patrick important?
What's a stupid way of saying that's subjective?
It's Patrick important. Which Patrick would deem as completely important.
It's important. His eyes are like shifting
Oh,
around.
all right then. Let me just check she's decent. Hi, you in there? You all right? She said, "Have you hear this? Yeah. All right. Patrick's coming in." You hear Jed sort of, "What?" the door opens, and you will see Bun in the oven, as we've so delightfully nicknamed her. Jed is sat on the edge of the bed. She's swaddled in piles of blankets, and you can see she's shivering. Her lips are faintly blue, and as she meets your eyes, she... What is it?
You said that I would never be an elderling, but now I'm an elderling. I'll point towards the scaling.
Body for you. Aren't we all now? Something to do with the
No,
blood, right?
it's a special kind of scaling.
She will sort of tilt her head, and you'll see that all along the shaved part of her head, she's now got a thick rippling of scaling. But she will sort of inform you. Yeah, Voras tells me that I'm not worthy yet. But well done.
Thank you.
Glad for you.
I just wanted to let you know because you said it would never happen. But
Yeah,
now it's
well,
happened.
I was different then, wasn't I? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude or mean. You can be anything you set your mind to, Patrick. Patrick,
What
even
do
with
you-
your sort of lack of...
Social awareness.
Sure, yeah, that's a great one. You're very aware that she is incredibly upset. She's not just like a little bit sad, she's actually like, devastated.
What do you want to be?
I don't know, Patrick. I thought I wanted to be a mother. I thought I wanted to be a dragon keeper. I thought I wanted to be an elderling. But as none of that's happening, I don't know.
You can be all those things.
Can I? Thanks. I guess. But wishing it so doesn't make it so.
Well, things just kind of happen to me, so any day now, really.
Yeah, things just kind of happen to me. It's just they're not good things.
It's not good to be a dragon keeper.
I gave birth to a monster! She sort of screams at you. Just like Bellin said, 4 months early and a monster. It already had teeth and claws. Like a giant lizard. They say it's because I got sick in the water. Made it happen early. So yeah, things do happen. Just not good things. My dragon says I'm not worthy of being an elderling because I got myself in trouble and couldn't help her. So you know what, Patrick? I'm glad for you. Go and celebrate. I'll be right here. And she sort of swaddles into her blankets. And you see a very acidic tear just roll down her face.
Yikes.
As you're about to respond, Bellin sort of comes to the door and... Well, you've done it now. That important, was it, Patrick? Come away now. I think you've done enough damage.
What? I haven't done anything.
Judge sort of looks up. No. He was fine. It was me. It was me. It's alright, Bellin. But, would you tell the others? And Bellin sort of looks at her and... No, love. That's your responsibility. It's your problem. You can tell them. Besides, you'll be stronger for it and better liked. Not pity, mind you, but for having the strength to go and tell them. Patrick, I just brought Judd some tea. Do you want some?
No, thanks.
She puts the other cup on. She hands Judd the cup and she walks out the room, leaving you and Judd sort of stood there. Judd looks a bit like a cornered animal. She doesn't really... She can't go anywhere. She's just sees you there and she's looking terrified.
I will sit next to her on the edge of the bed. And I will cast 2 produce flames in both hands. And then I will... What?
Carry on, as you are.
Okay.
We'll hand wave
will...
that. Continue.
I will produce... There's no concentration.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I just think it says that there's one instance of the spell available at a time. Anyway, go on.
I don't think so. No, not from what I can see.
Okay.
That's 10 minutes.
The spell ends if you dismiss it as an action or if you cast it again. But it's fine. You can cast 2 for now. Carry on. I said I'd hand wave it. It's for roleplay purposes. Keep going.
I will cast Produce Flame in one in each hand, which I think it doesn't say doesn't give off heat, so hopefully it might help heat her up. But what I want to do with them is use Control Flames, and I'm gonna make one of the flames look like her, and one of the flames look like her dragon, and I'm gonna basically tell a story to her about what she's gonna do when she becomes an elderling. So I'll talk about how she's gonna like ride her dragon, and I'll show her like riding her dragon and stuff like that.
At first, she sort of is almost looking angrily at the images, and you see she's very resistant and very uninterested. Give me a performance check with advantage.
Nat 20 on the first roll.
Sick. As you carry on, she gets really quite into it and is sort of watching. You'll see after a moment that Bellin sort of comes back and very quietly lays a tray of food on the floor. There's 2 bowls of soup in it, 2 spoons, and she just leaves them there and closes the door with a little smile.
I try to encourage Jerd to tell me what like the kind of adventure she wants to get up to, and I'll animate the flames to
what she talks about surprises you. She talks about family. She talks about her dragon having a partner and eggs and a child. And then later her having a partner and a garden and 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl. And that they are a happy family. And nothing ever goes wrong. And the flowers are always flowering. They've got a pretty little cottage. But it's always warm. And they always have enough food. And as she talks, you will
I might need
realise
more flames.
But you will realise how... you're just sort of showing her and a little fiery figure walking around, but for her, you've encouraged her into the idea that something might not be awful, and you'll realise just how awful everything has been for her so far.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if she realises, but Patrick didn't go there to glow or anything like that.
She is beginning to realise that.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for Patrick, you were correcting an incorrect statement, not gloating that it happened when she told you it never would. I understood that. Yes, I understood that. And as you paint this image, after sort of an hour or so, 45 minutes maybe.
And then I'll also tell stories of what I'm going to do, and tell stories of how I'm gonna like ride on Sistikin's back, and we're gonna save the world.
Mm-hmm. As you're talking, she begins to fall asleep. And can you give me a medicine check, please?
It's a dirty 20.
Nice. You will note that she is feverish. She is sweating, she is cold, she is shivering. And you realise it is well within your capacity with a Cure Wounds or Healing Word to fix that. Should you wish.
Okay, if I can do that, then that's fine. If I could, I was going to take this soup away from her, because, you should starve a fever. No. feed a fever, starve a cold. I'd give him more soup.
You should definitely eat lots of fluids, lots of fluids, lots of food. Yeah, I see she's sick. I'm gonna steal her soup.
Sorry, I got it the wrong way around.
None of this, just dumps it on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I will spend a cure wounds, or a couple, or whatever it is, to bring her back.
Twiggy, as you sleep for almost 36 hours, I will take another con save, please. You do note that Patrick visits you on a regular basis. Most of the time you're not really aware of what's going on, but he does seem to be trying to heal you, though it's having no effect.
Okay, well, that was a nat 1, but I'm a halfling, so let's try it.
That's good.
That's an 8.
Okay, you remain with the 3 levels of exhaustion, but after the sleep, your max HP limit will come off. But you sleep fever dreams, and all through this time, you're dreaming of flying.
Wow.
You're gliding above an earth that you don't recognize, a world you don't recognize. There are long, sandy beaches of Iskrandia, the bitter coast of Arvenia, the Pirate Isles, the Spice Isles, the Ice Islands of Aslevial and the God Runes out to the west, where pale ladies fight amazingly strong and cool adventurers. A grand tower belonging to the sorcerers that is hidden under cloud and lightning. All of these different views, and lands way far to the east that you've never even heard of, as player or character. You dream of swooping down on prey that you don't recognize, and you dream Balapa's dreams throughout all of your time. And throughout Balapa's dreams is a blue, shining dragon flying alongside him. This is not a hope. This is not a dream. This is a memory. This is a partner of long ago. 2 or 3 lifetimes ago, he did something that is unheard of in dragonkind. He didn't mate once for the coming of one set of children. He didn't mate with... He didn't seek, the highest height of the mating challenge and claim a partner for a short period of time. He remained with a partner for almost 1,000 years.
Oh.
And in dragon history, that has happened maybe 5 or 6 times in all of their memories. Dragons don't mate for life, they mate for years. A year or 2. But once he had a love who was blue and shining like sapphires. Maybe why he looks at Skymore, even if she is a bit of a bitch, so softly. Here's that memory. At this point, we are going to take a very short break because I'm way late for it. But in that short break, you can level up. Be right back.
Wow.
As you all attempt to overcome the effects of the exhausting times, Natani and Patrick may give me a Constitution saving throw to see if they can get rid of their exhaustion on long rest. Arya, you should have 0, but just in case you didn't, you can have 0. You can take as many long rests as you like. 19 is a success.
Click.
What did you get, Josh?
A 19.
19 as well. Nice.
Twins.
DC 12. It's a pretty easy pass for you. You will note that Jerd has not succeeded at all and has still got 2 levels of exhaustion, although you have cleared her fever. And I believe Twiggy's still at 3.
Yes.
Tats is still at 1. And you haven't seen him unless you've actively sought him out. Tamara, however, will tell Natani that Tats is recovering. Very slowly. But he took a bit of a beating. And he's broken his arm as well, which he's proper miffed about.
Are there any birds about?
Interesting. At first, you'll note that after the storm, there is almost no wildlife at all. None of the exotic birds from the Rain Wilds, and none of the more natural birds you might expect coming into the forest areas. But After the second night of resting, still no Hebe, still no Rep Scowl, and still no Aria or Harmony. After the second night of searching and sleeping, in the morning, Patrick, you will note that there are lots and lots of animals. Not only do you see birds sort of rise up in the morning, you will also see on what is now meadow out to your east, long green plains out to the east of sort of gentle rolling hills and what was once farmland. Sort of very far to the right, you'll see those huge reeds that Arya had such fun in. If you're wondering, Arya, there they are. You will note sort of further away, and now you've just got these gentle rolling hills. And on these gentle rolling hills, you will see deer. You will see wild boar charging off into the forests to the north. Lots of other strange creatures. Any particular reason you needed a bird? Any specific bird?
I don't think a specific bird, although one that can do the job would be great. I would like to, use my action to wrap myself in a light green glow as I cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
And would I recognize any of these birds?
No, that is precisely the point.
No.
These are all, they're all fairly small, but they are birds that you would recognize as a person now. So these are starlings and swallows and crows and blackbirds.
Sure,
and jays
then I'll
that's
just
what I did there. I didn't even think about that. I just named English birds.
How did you know? I'm gonna... Oh, Mr. Crow.
Alright, I'm going to ask you to Google for me how far can a crow fly in a day?
Oh.
African or European?
Whichever's
Yes.
the longest.
It's important.
40 miles. It's going to take 2.5 days for the crow to get there and back if you're sending them to the dragon.
Oh no,
Where are you sending
I'm
them?
not. Well, let's find out. Mr. Crow!
You hear this sort of...
Oh, wow.
And then it sort of comes flying down, and it is a chicken. All my birds are chickens. Have you never noticed that? All birds go... and it comes down, and it lands right on the railing, and it looks at you, and pecks you in the chest, and... Grain!
Ooh.
That's what I told you. It wants grain. Grain! Grain! Seeds!
Would I have any seeds?
Give us some bread.
Ooh.
Birds
Oh
eat bread.
yeah, I'll take off a little piece of bread and hand feed it.
Good friend!
Oh, that's great, Mr. Crow. Could you do something for me, Mr. Crow?
Name's Joseph. Go on.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, if anyone nearby is listening, it sounds like I'm squawking at this crow and this crow.
Do you do any body language? Any flapping? Any ratting of the head?
Not interpretive dancing.
Okay, well, I know. It's part of how birds speak. There's
What
lots of
did
movements.
the crow say?
Told you its name was Joseph.
Oh, Joseph, Mr. Joseph. Could you do something for me, Mr. Joseph?
More seeds?
Yes, as I give him more bread.
I think he meant like, if he did it, did he get more seeds? But sure.
Oh, yes, I will give you more seeds.
Good. What do?
Great. I need you to fly that away. And I'll point, like, forward. Because do we see this split yet?
This is a huge open area of water. You're not going to see the split, really.
Yeah, then I'll just
It's like
point in
on
the
a corner
direction-
lake.
Yeah, so I'll just point in the direction we're going then,
Okay.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like just in that direction.
Oh, you're not going that way. You're
We're going this way? Oh, okay, well, That's even better, but Patrick doesn't know that. Yeah, I'll just point it that way, and I'll just say, can you see if you can see a girl, long hair, mask,
Human.
well, human-ish.
Two legs. Like you. Two legs.
Yes, 2 legs.
Find the 2 legs. Okay.
Yes, 2 legs, pointed ears.
The crow looks totally lost. It can get as far as you're looking for a creature. You're looking for a creature that's walking on 2 legs.
Yes, that. If you see this being, can you come and tell me?
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
More seeds.
And then I'll give it.
Bye!
Give it some more.
And it launches off into the air and flies off. Woo!
Wonderful.
Okay. Cool.
Well done.
Over the course of the next 3 days, there is no response from anyone. There is this constant seeking every day, but people seem to have given up. Harmony, Aria, Rapscal, Hebe. So this really just forlorn searching. Carson still goes out on his boat, poling every day. The boat continues onwards, but doesn't find anyone. After a sort of long period of searching, you get into an area with sort of thick, dense forest again. And you'll notice the river running a deep white. And then on the 4th day, there is this sort of noise. Sorry, third day first. Your crow returns. And we'll tell you. Found the 2 legs! Oh, everyone's lagging.
You're lagging
No,
hardcore.
lagging for me. Okay, bear with me a second.
Oh man, they're lagging so much.
Oh, me too?
Yeah.
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 Bear with us a second.
I thought it was just my end. Okay.
No.
It must be across the pond thing.
Oh, I thought it was James.
How would that even make
How did
sense?
it just be James?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's good. Ooh.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure it'll be fixed in a second.
Oh. One comes back, the other goes.
Oh
I didn't go anywhere.
no.
Okay. We should be good. Can you guys hear me clearly now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Great. Cool. Yeah, so on the 3rd day, your bird comes back. Patrick. And Joseph will inform you. Found the 2 legs! Found them!
Animals again.
Found them!
Mr. Joseph.
They're flying!
That's a...
Flying 2 legs. Is that what you meant?
What?
Uh-oh.
Where are they?
Big in the sky. Much big. Way big.
Hold the fuck on.
Saw them land. Saw them. Did. 2 legs. Walked. Then the big one came. Picked them up. Woo! Back into the sky. More
Oh, that
seeds.
kind of-
More seeds. Bread.
Yes,
Seeds.
Mr. Joseph. Yes. I will give him more quote unquote seed.
Yeah.
And I will try to teach him this is actually bread.
Yeah, he got it. Bread, seeds. Food. I don't
Okay.
care. Great.
Yes, I will
Bread
give him
seeds.
more bread. Do you want some to take home to a friend or family?
Looks around like, how the fuck is it going to carry more bread?
In his claws or in his beak?
No. It'll be ridiculous.
He's a
Stupid
He's a
human.
selfish one, this Mr. Joseph.
No,
No
thanks.
home.
He's a lone wolf.
No home. The sky is my home.
Okay.
Big bird with the 2 legs. Big.
Do you know where they were going?
Up
Okay.
and down. Lots of eating. Lots of hunting. Really fast.
Oh.
Way faster than Joseph.
Wow. Goodness.
Woo!
That's fine, Joseph. Thank you so much. You can
Deeds.
go back to what you would. Yeah, I will give you some more bread.
Packs us some more bread. Like, we're done.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you, Mr. Joseph. Goodbye.
Off to see Big Bird.
Oh,
Flies
wow.
away.
He's got to Sesame Street.
To eat some sesame seeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Then I will tell everyone. I think the dragons have evolved to start flying. I think Arya's flying.
Can you imagine if the big twist of this story was that Arya flies and her dragon doesn't?
I know.
Arya, you grow wings and fly off.
Yeah. Yeah, I will tell everyone that we should look to the skies to look out for them.
I look up.
In your room.
Yeah. Yeah,
I look out
exactly.
the window. I'm helping.
On day 4, there is a huge crunching noise as the boat rolls onto a high sediment bank. We've come to a standstill. Way down the water. And it's not long before, pushing onto the land, the other dragons, finally having got onto the land over here, will race on up the land and come to where you guys are. And you are able to make a lovely little camp out on the... Oh, where did that go? I'm sure we have a campsite. Yes, we do. There it is. Lovely. You're able to make a lovely little campsite. You finally get off the boat, stretch your legs, hunt some venison. That goes really well.
I'm gonna run straight to Sestigan, hugging his leg, and just proclaiming, "You made me an elderling, just like you said." And he like starts to happy cry.
Yes. I did. He sort of...
Great.
He doesn't sound very happy.
Aww.
What's wrong, Sestigan?
You're growing fast, but... some things are lost to us. The way to help you grow as best as possible. Don't worry. Not all of Elderling lore is remembered to us. We must find Kelsinger. Especially in time for your friend. Tamara?
Sure, let's call her a friend. I don't think I've spoken a word to her, but yes.
But Tantani has at least, right? The boat's stuck. We will carry on foot.
I think so.
Oh dear. Good. Lefferin doesn't. Captain Lefferin doesn't think so at all.
I was like, is that the plan? Wow.
And
Oh, and I'll tell Sestigan that I think he might start to be able to fly soon.
is that so?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do
It
you
seems
think
like
that?
we're not the only ones changing.
Why do you think that, Patrick?
Because I think another dragon has started.
What makes you think that, Patrick? I'm sure I just asked that
Because Mr. Joseph told me. He was a crow I befriended a couple of days ago.
question. You started making other friends now, have you? That's
Well,
good. That's
I was
good.
lonely. Twiggy's locked up in a room all day. You weren't here.
Had
She's
to
still
befriend the
sick.
crows.
He will ask if she's still sick.
Twiggy? Yeah, I think she's, coming over the worst parts.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Patrick's hopeful. She'll be very great any day now.
Good. You coming hunting?
Yeah, I want to see if we can try and get your wings working better. You've already mastered swimming.
If the dragon could give you side-eye, you're getting it.
I'm sure it can.
I sort of looks at you and, Patrick, I don't like the water.
No, but you're faster now.
Great.
Which
If
technically...
all it takes is near death for me to get quicker in the water, that's good. Right.
Yeah.
Hunting?
Yes, sir.
And he will lead you over. And what you're going to hunt today is horse.
Oh, wow.
Wild, shaggy horses that
Not
roam
the
around to the
deer?
south. No, the deer are up. The deer are over there,
Not the hogs?
54 miles away, in the meadows. You are going to hunt horses
yes.
over here. Yes. Oh, sorry, we're not.
You're
on,
saying here, like we're not
yeah,
on the
you guys aren't on the map. Yeah. Okay. The horses are down here. The deer are on the meadows over here.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And while
Yes.
you go hunting, Arya,
Yes.
Harmony will encourage you and say, "Oh, water's going down. We go exploring? I'm hungry."
Yeah, we can head out.
Okay. This way. And Harmony is going to lead you up this way.
Yay.
You find some small animals that are sort of edible-ish. Like they're not really filling for Harmony. But she does you the amazing grace of killing what looks like a small beaver-like creature and leaving it for you to eat. She doesn't wait for you to put a fire down or like stop or like skin it or anything. She just like paws it, kills it, leaves it on the floor and is like, "You can have that one," and then just carries on. I don't know what you're going to do about that, but
right,
I'm sure she'll
yeah.
stop it in the evening. But as she leads you down to the water, Dragon! Dragon!
Where?
And she charges up the shore, sort of in one direction, then the other. And we passed it. Looks up. Dragon! She's running about for ages. Then eventually she stops by the bank and sort of... "Oh, not dragon." And you will see, under the water, just slightly under the water, is a huge black silver stoned contraption. Building, I guess. It's under the water, and it's like 4 walls with a basin area in it that sinks down. It does have a bottom. It's just got a concave bottom.
Okay.
It's like a really big, shallow bathtub. And Arya, as you look at this, give me an investigation check or a perception check, your choice.
Investigation.
I didn't know where your proficiencies lied. I sure as hell know where your intelligence
15.
lies. Yes. You note that the water is bubbling. Why did it change? Why did that not happen? Okay, let's try again. Did it stop? The music? It stopped, but it didn't play, right?
Yes.
Are we all sitting in silence together?
Yes.
Lovely, isn't that nice? Come on, for fuck's sake. This has been happening a lot with Roll20 recently since they've done their most recent update. It just doesn't play the music when I tell it to, and then I have to tell it 10 times and nothing happens. Really exciting interlude. The water's bubbling. As if it's boiling.
Okay. Does it, like, the water look different at all? Like, where it's less acidy, maybe?
In fact, as you look into this water, it doesn't look like any acid at all. In any of the water, not just in this bathtub, but in the whole river. And the river's wide. It's a deep blue colour you haven't seen since you left Bingtown. In fact, since even before then, because it's the blue of, it's not the blue of the ocean, it's the blue of like fresh water, maybe from the Blue Lake up in the Mountain Kingdom if you've been there.
Right, okay. This is all fresh, clean
Water?
Yeah.
And Harmony sort of jumps over you and leaps into the water and starts to drink, and then stops almost immediately and starts swimming over towards that bathtub. And then it's warm. Real warm. I haven't been warm since... I don't know if I've ever been warm. And with that, Harmony goes to sleep and ignores you. For the next 10 hours.
Oh, wow.
Give me a actual perception check this time.
Yep, 5.
5. You're not sure if it's the effect of the water, but you see her scales shinier, brighter, and a the end of the 10 hours, as you look at the pool, you think she's taking up more of the bathtub than she was when she lay in it early on. And indeed, as she gets out, she is taller. She comes up to your shoulder. She's big. She tells you, we're going hunting, and then we're coming back here.
All right.
It's gonna be warm. You want to cross the river?
Sure.
Okay, you can. She gets into the water. And you may stand on my back.
Are you sure? I mean, like, I don't have
Keep
to.
you dry. And we'll ferry you across like a turtle. You know, in the fables. Yes, sort of edges across, and as soon as she dumps you on the other side, she's, I'll be back! And sprints up at a speed you just can't keep up with. Gone.
Alright.
And after a little while, she comes back with Ranculos.
Aww.
Ranculos didn't join the boat trip. He went back off hunting and pretty much ditched his keeper. And you'll see he is much bigger. Harmony will show Ranculos the warm spot, the bathtub in the water, and the two of them go and sit in the bathtub together and go to sleep. You will note that there is a small creature that Arya will be able to identify as a calf of a cow that's been slightly chewed through at the neck and left for you.
Aww.
You're welcome. You will note that their bellies are bulging. And they are, pretty impressive. Pretty big. Arya, this is going to continue for 4 days. After the second day, she gives you she drags a whole cow to you. And she's like, you keep you fed for some time?
Yeah, this'll do.
Ranculos is going to show me the big deer. And they gallivant off. Like, literally fucking 50 miles to the north.
Alright.
It's suggested that maybe you might want to go back and explore the cellar again, and like all that sort of area of the old elderling homes, and make yourself comfy, because I'm afraid, Arya, you are going to be separated from the group for about 12 days.
Damn.
Okay. But in that time, we are going to do it out of session. So I'm just gonna. Do you need to say something right now?
I wanted to do something with Sestican while we were hunting,
great,
but
that's exactly what I'm asking. Before we do a 12-day time skip and restore Twiggy to full health, is there anything that any of you would like to be doing, have done, any interactions that you would need before that comes to be? And I'll go straight to you, Josh.
Yes, so after me and Sestican have hunted, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. And so I'm gonna say to Sisterkin, do you want to start training to fly?
What do you mean?
Well, we can practice together.
Like, how, Patrick? I'm not gonna jump and flap about like that idiotic green dragon.
No, but maybe I could try and see if I could show you.
You don't have wings.
Hold on a second. I heard of back in the town, the other druids. I heard them talking about this, but they didn't like me, so they never showed me. So I guess I'll just try and do it by myself. And I kind of like wiggle out my body.
Give me an insight check for Sestican.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 19 on the, but let me, insight is wisdom. So that's a 21.
Yeah, he will work out what you're going to do. I don't have his insight. Can I guess at wild shape, I would assume?
Yes.
Yes, okay. He will sort of say, this is good magic for you, but dragons are not the same as birds.
No, but I think it's called aerodynamics. It might be similar.
That's the most syllables you've ever uttered in one word. And it is not the same. Come with me, Patrick. And he will lead you a little further away before you wild shape. and he will spread his wings. And this is the first time in quite a long time that he's spread his wings, and you will see that they are incredibly weak. The membranes are very thin, and there isn't much muscle there. As he shows you these, you see, so I can't fly.
No, that's not true. You can't fly now. That doesn't mean that you can't fly later.
Show me what you have in mind.
Sure.
He is
I will
not pleased.
Well, and Patrick is fed up of his shitty attitude. So, Patrick will step maybe 10 feet away. And he kind of he has no way of knowing how to do this. So he just kind of tries to remain calm and kind of pull his magical energy inwards. And it kind of his body starts contorting in weird ways. His head grows small, but his body stays the same size, And then it balances back out and shifts again. And there's no crow stat block, so I'm just going with the raven. So yes, I will wild shape into a black. Well, yeah, it would be an orange crow.
That ain't a crow.
Because I've got orange hair.
You're gonna be an orange bird. Sure. Yeah, with a crow-like visage.
Yes. Sure. Anyways, and then obviously because we can speak telepathy.
It would be much better if it was a black crow with just a little ginger hair.
Well, sure. If that's whatever.
Little ginger hairstyle.
I just want to distinguish him from an actual crow.
Yep.
So yeah. And because we can speak telepathically, it should be fine. And then I'll just I'll begin because again Patrick's never done this before. He's never been a bird before, so he's going to struggle just as much. But he's kind of talking through to Sestacan what he's doing as he's doing it, and and obviously it's he starts just flapping, stood still, and nothing's really happening. And then I try to have a running start as I'm flapping and still not going off the ground. I'm trying to persuade Sestacan to copy what I'm doing. So you have this dragon, and then 10 feet next to him, this little crow mimicking the same movements as they both attempt to learn to fly together.
Will this crow suffice?
Yes. That's exactly what he looks like.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. He at first is very reluctant, and he doesn't really get all that involved. But then he sort of reluctantly gives a little bit of a go before a green dragon comes sort of running past him and does this very awkward jumping and flapping and jumping and flapping. And then sort of shouts at him, "Come on, Sestacan, slow coach! You want to fly, you have to practice! That's what Twiggy says!" And sort of you'll see Balapa jumping up and trying to flap. It's pretty pathetic. And then very slowly trudging along, a long way behind Balapa. But catching up is Twiggy. Twiggy, you may remove your exhaustion, but you are incapable of taking the dash action at the moment.
Ow, it hurts.
It is your only restriction anymore. You will notice that Twiggy has thinned and sort of looks like somebody who's had COVID for 2 weeks. She's had a real rough time. And as you sort of pull your shit together and you're just trudging along, you will note that there is a crow with Patrick's haircut and Sestacan doing some strange
maybe
motions
even an
next to
orange
Balapa.
beard too.
And the Balapa will inform you that crow is Patrick.
Wow. This is unheard of.
Actually, I believe it's quite common amongst druids, though your friend wasn't capable until now.
Yeah,
that's why it's unheard of to me. As far as I know, druids can't do this. I'm going to cautiously approach this crow and say, "Patrick, is that you in there?"
Very begrudgingly, Sestacan goes, "He says yes, and I'm not passing messages."
Well, it might take 5 minutes, but I will peck into the dirt. The word yes.
Okay.
It's spelt Y-S-E.
Oh no.
Or just ya. Sestican will tell
And
you.
it's backwards as well.
Sestican will tell you that that is Patrick, and we're practicing flying, and I'm not passing any more messages.
Oh, well, that's great, Balliper. I've been trying to help him with his practicing too.
It's
and
not
obviously-
working. And then with that, Sestican will stalk away, and quite pridefully, and then slowly give this little sort of nonchalant flap. While you two are having flying practice, Natali, is there anything that you wish to do before we take a 12-day time skip?
I probably would have just been, as soon as they all joined up with us, just like kind of mother henning, taking care of claws and scales and grooming and
There's
just...
a lot to do. Azad's been through a tough time. And in fact has completely cracked through one claw and is very unhappy about it. It's going to take a little while to regrow. After 4 or 5 days, Tamara sort of grabs your arm and... I need to show you something. It's bad. Like, real bad.
Okay.
And she will drag you into Cedric's room, which is empty right now. Cedric doesn't seem to have slept in here for at least 4 days. Anyway, she will drag you in, and she will immediately begin removing her top while looking away from you. I thought I cut myself badly. I did cut myself badly. I fell when I was with Skymore. And at this, when she says this, Azanth will nudge you mentally and tell her dragon's name is Sintara. She deserves it.
Tamara, Sintara.
Sintara. Your dragon knows?
Yes.
She's furious. She smiles at you. Sintara. A beautiful name for a beautiful dragon. But, I thought I cut myself, but it's felt like I've got holes in my back for the last 2 or 3 days, and now I think something's growing. And she pulls her top all the way up, and you will see 2 jutting bones covered in blue scaling coming out where her shoulder blades should be. There are raw wounds around them. They look like growths.
Say you're right about that.
They're maybe 6 inches in length right now.
I will just sort of mentally reach out to Azanth. Please tell me wings are part of a natural process. This.
She would be arrogant enough to try it, and with so little knowledge. Say nothing to your friend. Encourage her. Tell her she'll be fine. We will speak to Sintara.
I think you may have gotten dinged up a bit in the river. I'll get some medicine and we'll patch that up.
They're wings, aren't they?
Maybe.
Wings! Does she think I'm a toy? I already look like a fucking lizard. She's quite a beautiful lizard, but she does look a bit like a lizard. Hi. Wings. Will I at least be able to fly? And then you see after a moment, her face just crestfallen, as obviously her dragon has replied in some way. Wings. Little wings. Do you... Could we cut them off?
That's... No.
Not only that, but you will notice they're like bones. They are rock solid. Are you touching them? I can't feel through them.
That's... I don't think there's muscle or... It's just bone.
Did she even think about how I'm going to wear clothes? This top has been pulling on my shoulders all day. It hurts so much. Can you cut some holes in it?
Yeah.
She pulls her top back down quite roughly, and then she sort of... You see her holding her cloak ready to put it over. And Natalie, please don't tell anyone else. I might tell Tats, but... I'm not ready yet. Why do I have to be so different? Even when we're all different.
I will say I don't think you're in a... I would... Everybody is different, and I don't think they would hold anything against you.
I'm in the right place to be weird. Great.
We're all a little weird here.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. How the hell am I going to get a night's sleep? She
Side
sort of
sleeper?
lays face down on the bed. Sort of pulls the pillow up so it's under her chin, so her face is hanging off the edge of the bed. Thanks, Tamara. Is
I'll
Azantha
pretend
okay?
that you didn't say your own name, but okay.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, leave me alone. It's brain breaking. Okay. She thanks you and asks you if Azantha is okay.
There was a lot of damage, but I think he's recovering well.
Skymore, Sintara had a bad cut too. I think that's why I changed so much. I got it all over me. The blood.
It was a deep wound.
Yeah. But now she's alright. She doesn't need me again. Do you think with wings I could still be beautiful?
I, for one, think that wings are gorgeous. Have you seen all of them?
Yeah, on butterflies and dragons. She sort of gives a little wry smile and... Do you think Rapskull, Arya, do you think we'll ever see them again?
I hope so.
Me too. I know Rapskull's silly, but I miss him. And on that desperately sad and beautiful note, we are going to end because we are running out of time. And I will come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Sorry to cut you off so suddenly, but we are going to actually run out of time. Jay, I'll start with you.
I mean, the combat was fun and intense.
Good. You didn't go down, neither did Patrick. Everyone else nearly died.
Yeah, real glad we were level 4 because that I probably would have one-shot me.
Yeah. I'd given all the NPCs 6 temp HP before the fight. You know,
That's right.
they were boosted up a little bit just so I didn't one-shot them. Pretty intense.
But yeah, the Patrick and Jerd's. Oh,
No.
Sorry, Patrick and...
Jerd.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. Yeah. Josh?
I think I've got to get to Twiggy and Patrick realizing that they've both got scales now. They're both enemies. Yeah. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Alora?
That moment where Patrick almost took Jared's soup and tossed it away.
She's sick. I'll steal her soup. Yes, that is my highest MVP here. Michaela.
Mine is probably when Twiggy was recovering and having that fever dream about Balaper's dream of a past life and his past love who was glittering like blue sapphires. Twiggy is like waking up, rolling her eyes, but she's like, fine, if you like this sapphire dragon so much, fine.
Well, get her.
That was sweet. It was cute. I love that.
Good. Yeah, I particularly enjoyed We're Going to See Big Bird, and I didn't realise what I'd said, and then somebody was like, he's going to Sesame Street! Good old Joseph the Crow. The absolute surety that it is Arya that is flying. Not Harmony, Arya. Let's be real. I also like the Judd and Patrick moment. I think that was really sweet, the whole little, the imagery going on. But I just think also there were quite a few nice little moments. I quite enjoyed Arya being separated. I mean that in the nicest way possible, but like that was really it was a toss-up what happened there. If you either went to the boat or joined in the fight in the water, then you would have been with everyone else, and somebody else would have got chucked down to Farming Town. Maybe not even a player, maybe an NPC. So I was really glad that you did get separated, and I really enjoyed that. The first loot, I think, that's actually even vaguely useful since the beginning of the campaign. So that's always exciting. Actually, I think somebody got a ring of mind shielding, which isn't all that useful, but it was that you as well.
And it's mine.
All the loot has been. I think somebody's also got a staff to cast animate dead, right?
That sounds familiar.
I think that's.
Yeah,
I think that's
Jamal
Jamal.
does.
Yeah.
Jamal's probably supposed to have it, but probably doesn't.
No, I think he does have it. I think he did take it, but hasn't had a chance to use it because he hasn't been here. But yeah, I enjoyed you being separated, and I'm really enjoying the little build-ups and little moments between other people. I think it's really sweet, and I'm really looking forward to next week. But in the meantime, that's where we're gonna say goodbye. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Goodbye.
Bye.
we shall see you soon.